Someone fumbled. Hello, Richie. Hello, people. Hello, PRC. Welcome. Hi, Didi. Welcome. Hello, Sir Buzz. Welcome. Thank you very much for the reason. Where's the lawyer? No idea. Where's the lawyer? Hello, Emperor. Welcome. Hello, Shane. Welcome. Hi, Didi. Welcome. I did not fumble, guys. I didn't start my stream on the ending screen. No. I did not fumble, guys. I did not fumble, okay? I did not fumble today, okay? Hear me out. I did not fumble today. No fumble today, okay? No. Welcome, everyone. How is everyone today? Welcome. She's heard. I am I. Welcome, everyone. How is everyone today? Welcome. That's the first time I start my stream on the wrong screen. I never did that before. I never did that before, you know. I never started my stream on the wrong screen before. So I'm kind of surprised. Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome. Oh, you're doing good. Nice, everyone. Today we're gonna be finishing up the community wallpaper. I do have to. You guys can give me a sec. Today I don't want to risk it because like last stream I did play like Minecraft soundtrack, even though it's supposed to be, you know, like, what's the word, you know, it's like copyright free. For some reason YouTube flagged that the Minecraft music is bad stuff and being like I'm not attention. I'm not an angel. No, I'm a sheep. But I hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome everyone. My nose is a bit stuffy today. No, really, I have to breathe. Sometimes I forget to breathe, guys. Sometimes I do forget to breathe. And right now my nose is so stuffy I cannot breathe anymore. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I can breathe. Yesterday. Let me open the drawing while yesterday we finished Elden Ring finally after a year. Welcome. After a whole year of playing Elden Ring is finally over. Elden Ring after 45 years is I forgot to change my stream message. Oh my god, Dodo. I forgot to change the Twitch stream message. I'm sorry. I have no idea what the stream message is anymore. No, I forgot what it was. I changed it every stream and I forgot to change it today. Oh no, I have no idea what it is right now. Give me a second, I'm trying to breathe. But yeah, my nose is not good today. I woke up at 7 AM. My nose was like so stuffy I couldn't breathe. And then it took like a few hours for my nose to like unstuff itself. And now it's a bit stuffy, but like it's weirdly stuffy, you know. Oh my god, new soap. Hopefully my nose is still better like the next few days, right? Hopefully the next few days it gets better, okay? Okay, but today we're not gonna be having Minecraft music because last time I played Minecraft music, YouTube did not like that. YouTube was like, man, that's copyright. Like, no, YouTube, it's not. But YouTube was still like, yeah, that's copyright. Like, shut up, YouTube. But like YouTube, it was kind of like, yeah, we're taking your money. They took half my income for that stream. I was like, why? You know, I don't know why that happened, but it was like, yeah, we're taking your income and like. But yeah, hopefully today is gonna be fine. Today we're gonna be able to finish this. Let me drink water. Welcome to today. Welcome. My nose is gonna get better soon. I was thinking about this, guys. Let me talk about random stuff now because yeah, we're gonna draw and we have to talk about. Hello, Bruiser. Welcome. I have to talk about random stuff, right? I was thinking recently. I have been thinking, okay? I have been thinking, oh my god, you can think? Yes, you can think. But I have been thinking recently, oh my god, that's so cool, actually. I was thinking recently, like, I was thinking about this, like, recently. I was thinking about this recently. Let me adjust my microphone. It's pissing me off how I think it's like in front of my face. I can see my screen microphone. I have to lower it even further, man. Okay. But yes, I have been thinking about this recently. I was like, man, I would like... Stinky and stinky. No, I'm not stinky. Hey, I'm not stinky. I was thinking recently about what I will be doing with the model, like videos I will be doing, like recording. For me, welcome. I did welcome. I was thinking about like videos I will be recording with the model. And I was thinking, man, I would love to make like those roleplay videos on VR chat. I was thinking about that. I was like, man, but I don't have a microphone that will make it cool, right? You can take off the horns in the drawing, yes. The drawing, yes, I can take off the horns in the drawing. They're in a different layer. I have to make them in a different layer because I colored the line art. But I was thinking, man, I would love to like make those roleplay videos in VR chat. That would be cool, right? And I was thinking, but man, I don't have a microphone for that. There only accessories for drawings, yes, because I have to take them off when I am drawing. Yeah, so I was thinking, man, I would love to make like roleplay videos on VR chat. Like, that would be cool, right? Like, kind of like immersive videos, like, right? And I was thinking about it. But the horn is just Dorothy. I am Do. Literally just Do. And I was thinking, man, I would love to like make roleplay videos, right? And I was just thinking about this. I was like, man, but my microphone, because like my microphone only has like one channel. Like if I go here, like you see, I don't sound like, not 3D sound, right? So I was thinking about this. I was like, man, maybe I should get a new microphone specifically for VR chat, like for roleplay videos, so I can record them. But then I was thinking, man, is this justifiable? You guys think it's justifiable getting a new microphone just so I could like have two voice channels? Because I was thinking about it. So I was like, I don't know if it's justifiable getting a new microphone just for that, right? I was like thinking about this. I was like, man, I can't believe I'm actually thinking about this. I like my microphone, okay, by the way. I really like my microphone because like my microphone is very good at like canceling noise. Like if I sit far away, like you can barely hear, right? Like it's very good for that. So like it does not capture outside noise for streams, which I think is great because like my house is a bit loud. But I was thinking, man, if I was gonna be recorded, then I'll probably need a microphone with like 2 channels, right? I was thinking about this. And I found out Fifine has a microphone that has literally all the channels. A condenser microphone that has literally all the channels, guys. And I was like, oh my god, maybe I should get that. But then I was like, man, but is it justifiable? You guys think it's justifiable? Just plastic ring it up? No! Not the horn. No, don't do that. You guys think it's justifiable getting a new mic just so I can record a very specific type of video like the VR chat roleplay videos? I was thinking about that. You guys think it's justifiable? I don't think it's justifiable, but a part of me is like, but how can I justify buying a new microphone just for that, you know? I was also thinking maybe I should get like hello Dorothy, hello Everreal. Somewhere over the rainbow. I was thinking, is it justifiable? Should I do that? I was thinking a lot about this. I was like, man. But yeah, right now I'm not gonna get a new microphone. Maybe in the next few months I can get a new microphone specifically so I can record, because like my mic is a dynamic one. You guys know the difference between a dynamic mic and a condenser mic? You guys know? You guys probably don't know the difference between a dynamic mic and a condenser mic, right? You guys probably don't know the difference. No? Okay, so dynamic mic is the one I have right now. Dynamic mics, they are basically, the capsule is like very, it's not sensitive. So like if I take my mic away, I put like my mic away like here. Can you hear me? Is my voice not here? No, you cannot hear me. I like the back of, you cannot hear me anymore. Because my mic is like 30 centimeters away from my face. Yes, you can hear me, but it sounds like I'm like in the other side. Like, let me hear myself because it sounds funny. When I'm close to you, like you can hear me properly. Let me. Ah, okay. I'm hearing myself. So yeah, this is like me close. Vou condense milk. No. It's me far away. You can barely hear me. I can't even hear myself. Hello, welcome. I did welcome. I did welcome. How's it doing? How's it good? But yeah, I have to have my microphone like a hand away from my face, like at least a hand away from my face, so it sounds loud and clear. So yeah, it's like a hand away from my face, right? Hey, welcome. So because of that, some people probably don't know like microphones, the difference between the microphones. But yes, there's something interesting when I talk about it, by the way. I'll be looking at it and say, okay, have a good time lurking. But yeah, this is the difference between on the evil side. This is the difference between the condenser mics. I had a condenser mic. Best for streaming? It depends, okay? It is technically speaking best for streaming in one case. Your house or like your environment is loud. Like for example, the main hallway is like behind my door. Therefore, my family is usually going to the hallway a lot, and like sometimes they're talking, there's echo there, which I can hear properly in my room, but you guys can't hear because the mic barely captures it, so it's easier for me to cut the noise away with like filters. But like in general, dynamic mics are better for environments where there's noise. But like they fail. Like if I'm far away, I can barely sound like I'm here. But condensers, they are very good at capturing noise like around. And there is like some different. Okay. So here's the thing. Let me illustrate. Let me draw. So let's talk about it. There is dynamic mic. Dynamic mic is like, you know, the mic you see like in shows, like in live shows. That's a dynamic mic. Welcome, I did it. Welcome, have the same microphone is very high quality, but it picks up every day. I'm thinking of even hear my kids some kind of ASMR. Yes, so a dynamic mic. The very popular dynamic mic everyone knows, the Shure SM7B. That's a dynamic mic. The Shure. Okay. So yes, this is the dynamic mic. Dynamic. Those two are dynamic mics. Basically, you have to be like literally here. You have to be literally here to talk to them, like a few centimeters away from them. Hello, you're welcome. I did it. Welcome. Before I have Sven. Oh. So yes, what, Sven? So yes, this is like the dynamic mic. It has to be like very close to your mouth. So a condenser mic is literally any kind of mic. The literal mics, you get like the gaming mics with the shock mounts and stuff. The Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti is also a condenser mic. Before this, I had this Sven mic. Ah, okay. The PS5 microphone. The PS5 microphone is a condenser mic. And there is also the tiny mics there. The tiny mics you put like on your shirt. Those are. And basically, they capture all the noise in the environment. So basically, like, there's 4 types of condenser mics. The Blue Yeti is a very good example for that. There is the cardioid, which basically, it doesn't capture noise coming from here, but it captures noise coming from there. There's the bi-directional one, which is like, it captures the noise coming from both sides, and this one is like a bit quieter. There's the... I forgot the name of this one, but it's basically like a full... Like, it captures noise from all around, like everywhere is the same noise. And there is one that is like the same as the, but it's like it doesn't have an overlap, so basically like only from those sides, and those sides they sound like very quiet. So yes, there's 4 types of microphones. 4 types of condenser microphones. Dynamic is better? Not exactly, okay? So here's the thing. If you wanna do Hello Zone on Twitch, welcome. It's like, for example, If you wanna do ASMR where you have to like make quiet noises, the dynamic mics suck for that. Like for example, if I were like, oh dude, I cannot make an ASMR video because dynamic mics, at least my mic has only one channel. Only one channel. Fine, I don't do ASMR. ASMR, guys, I cannot do it because like channel. So, you know, it only has one channel. Condenser mics, they usually, it depends. Like if it's a cardioid, usually it has like one channel, but it depends. Like it can have like for example, context behind the metal is dry. I'm talking about microphones right now. The Blue Yeti is a great example. I am gonna talk about the one from Firefighter, which is basically like a Blue Yeti. It has like 3 channels actually. It has 3 capsules. Has 3 capsules and 2 channels. 2 channels. My mic has 1 capsule. Has 1 capsule. But condenser mics, they have 3 capsules. Like the one I know from Firefine, it doesn't like, it's not a rule. But they have like, but like the one I'm talking about from Firefine, like which is basically like a Blue Yeti, has 3 capsules and 2 channels. 2 channels basically like you can hear left and right. But like 1 channel left, is not like for 2 channels left is not the same as right, and for 1 channel is the same as right. Like I can actually open. If I open my microphone, I can actually see the capsule. There's only 1, like it's literally in front of my mouth. So yes, and one way for you to basically know, that's not exactly a rule, but like dynamic mics, as far as I'm aware, usually they are like mics that literally point at your face. Like they have to be, that's the way you speak. But condenser mics, usually you have to talk like on the side because like that's how they work. So yes, for example, if you wanna do like for podcasts, okay, I'm gonna talk like what is good, what's bad, okay. Dynamic is good for like podcast, live performance, like when you sing, like right, performance, like with a band and stuff. By the way, have you ever felt like you're losing your passion for art? It's been like that for me lately. I don't draw much because of the procrastinating and being so busy with so many different tasks. It makes me worry like I'm not drawing, and the less I don't draw, the higher the risk of me losing my passion for beauty. Although I've been working on my Vtuber avatar for almost 2 months now, I have Vtubers, so I guess I'm worried for not. I'm gonna say like it's okay to worry. I think it's very good. I feel like it's okay to worry. Not very good. I feel like it's very normal to worry about that. It's not very good. It's very normal. Sorry. I feel like it's very normal to worry about that. By the way, my honest take is okay to take a break. By the way, okay, I'm gonna say this, but like sometimes you may feel like burnt out. That's maybe what you have been feeling instead of like maybe feeling off. Sometimes you feel like you're kind of like getting burnt out. What I recommend in that case is just like drawing without like no objective, like, because one thing I have noticed is like when I feel like I have a reason to draw, like I have to draw this, and this feeling of I have to, it makes me kind of like demotivated. So maybe just burn out because of that. Sometimes you think, I have to draw, and it feels like a chore, right? You don't want your hobby to become a chore. Opinion, yes. That's my opinion. You don't want to make your hobby a chore, so sometimes you may feel like, I have to draw, have to, and like and after this will be like, but I don't wanna, and then like you feel like a chore, right? So my honest opinion is okay to like feel burnt out sometimes and feel like it's off. It's not good, but it's okay. It's normal. I feel like it's normal. It happens sometimes. Yeah, it happens sometimes when you. I feel like the best thing you can do is like just doing something randomly, like. Just doing when you feel like you do, instead of feeling like, it's such a chore, right? Yeah. Hello, people, welcome, welcome. Super, thank you. There's more than drawing art, like music and art. I'm gonna say, yeah, honestly, it's okay. It's just that in my life, I very often give up my hobby after a while, and it will be very upsetting for me to give up on drawing. I don't haven't achieved much, but I enjoy making something out of nowhere. How about you? I feel like I like making stuff out of nowhere. I'm gonna say, hobbies. I'm gonna give you like my honest opinion about hobbies. Hobbies, they are not supposed to feel like a chore, okay? And you feel like it's gonna be upsetting for you to leave it, it means you care a lot about this. So, yes, if you feel like I feel like if I drop this out, I'm gonna be upset. That makes a lot of sense. That's okay, and it means you care a lot about this. By the way, yeah. But my honest opinion is like it's okay to take a break. Instead of like focusing on like a big project like a VTuber model, you should be focusing like, I just want to do it like a quick doodle of like a stickman. Like it doesn't have to be like, oh, I have to finish my VTuber model. When you think about like, oh, I have, you start feeling like it's a chore and you feel like you're obligated to do it. And hobbies are not supposed to be like, I have to. It's more like I feel up to, right? That's my opinion. Yeah. This is my opinion. Yeah. When you feel like you have to, you end up falling out of love. So that's why I feel like you should think about it like, oh, I feel like it. Now you want a lot of things is my curse. It's okay. It is okay. Yes, it is okay. But I'm gonna say it's okay to take a break. Because like a hobby is a hobby. A hobby is not something you have to do. You know, like I don't think there's such a thing as falling off hobbies. Like maybe like you stop doing it for a while and then you do it again, because like hobbies are something you do when you have free time and you feel like doing, right? Yeah. Oh yes, record the mics. Okay, but yeah, podcast live performance in loud places. Loud places. And now for condenser. Let me close this thing. Now for condenser, it's good for ASMR. General use, because like they usually are. General use, like you want to use it like for Zoom calls. Yeah, that's a good mic. for like Zoom calls, or like playing a game, or like Discord chatting. It is also good for far away use, like when you're far away from the mic. That's good. Probably something you're doing if you have free time. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Honestly, don't believe exactly like, I'm falling off my hobbies. I feel like, have you dropped everything? Because like it's a hobby. Walk around the city and enjoy the universe. Yeah, I'm gonna say this, but like falling off a hobby is kind of something that feels weird, because like a hobby is something you do when you have free time and you're feeling up to it. Like, oh, I like watching anime, but if I'm not feeling like watching anime, I'm not gonna be watching today. Hello, Marvel's like, how did you welcome? So yes, yeah, that's my TLDR about mics. So maybe I'll get a new mic for specific content that I'm gonna maybe doing later in the year with a 3D model and VR chat maybe. Like what you're doing and enjoy is a hobby then. Exactly. You know, like even for some people, like, oh, walking around a park is your hobby. Like it can be like just walking up a park. I have had this conversation with my mom, by the way. And she was like, man, life sucks, and like, do you have a hobby? And she's like, what's a hobby? Something is tomorrow. What's tomorrow? My mom, she does not have a hobby. Yeah, there's a hobby. I like it as a hobby. It's gonna piss off people, but it's a hobby. But yes, I have to talk with my mom about this, and she was like, man, life sucks. I have not to do, and I spend so much time in bed. I'm like, do you have a hobby? I was like, I don't have a hobby. My hobby is cleaning the house. I'm like, your hobby is not cleaning the house. Something like, oh yeah, your happy birthday! Happy birthday, Marvelous! I'm gonna give you early because I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow. Happy birthday, Marvelous! Happy birthday! Anime games are really funny, and it's always the same. Because we put it up the start, and then I can stop it after 3 seasons. I'm like, why did I watch this sooner? Yeah, that's a hobby. Happy birthday, Marvelous! So this birthday as well. It's always my birthday. Happy birthday! I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Hope you have a great day tomorrow, okay? Hope you have a very good day tomorrow. Okay, let me do it like this. Hope you have a great day tomorrow, okay? Have a very good day tomorrow. Okay. The definition of a hobby, yeah. It's really hard for me to start. It's like Wallpaper, but that's all life, yeah. Well, yeah, mom was like, I have nothing to do. the house dirty. I'm like, why do you only think about the house being dirty? And she's like, but because like the house dirty and it bothers me. I'm like, and like and like I don't clean and stuff. And like, you have a hobby, mom. And she's like, what? No, I don't have a. What's a hobby? I don't need a hobby. I'm like, everyone needs a hobby, mom. And she's like, but I don't need a hobby. I'm like, no, you need a hobby. And I was talking to her. And she was like, man, I don't have a hobby. Like, coloring books are a hobby. And she's like, books are a hobby. And like, I'm just mentioning hobbies. And she's like, I don't have a hobby. I'm like, you need a hobby. You need a hobby. I need to do something. Happy birthday. I wish you a good life. Happy birthday. By the way, I watched the whole One Piece and read the manga twice. Oh my god, that's a lot of time. Takes a lot of time to do that, no? Okay. But I had to explain to my mom what a hobby was because she doesn't know what a hobby is. You know, don't be like that. Do have a hobby, okay, guys? Do have a hobby. I had to explain to her, and she was like, no, I don't believe in that. I don't think it's gonna fix my problem. And like, it is going to fix the problem. I have no hobbies, mom. And she's like, my hobby's clean the house. Your hobby's not clean the house. I just sit here, oh, yeah, it is, but here's the thing. She's complaining about lack of motivation, and I'm like, you have to have a hobby. And she's like, I don't know. I don't have a hobby. And I'm like, mom. And like, that's me explaining to my mom, and she's like, no, I have a hobby. And like, she's like, why do I need a hobby? I'm like, everyone needs a hobby, mom. And that's me having to explain to her, you need a hobby, mom. And she's like, no. No, I don't need a hobby. I'm like, no, you need a hobby. And she's like, no, better the hobby. Like, that's me explaining to her, and she does not understand that she needs a hobby. And I'm like, man, you need something to distract your head. And it's just like, but house dirty. She just thinks about house. Ask her what she would like, love. She says nothing. She says nothing. Literally says nothing. Like, color a book, watch a movie, I don't know, read a book. And she's like, no, that won't motivate me. No, I don't like that. I'm like, really? And I had to talk with her for like weeks because like she doesn't have a hobby, by the way. Her hobby, according to her, is clean the house. But I'm like, that's not your hobby. I'm like, she's just think that's her hobby is like jigsaw puzzles. I also mentioned that, and she's like, no, I don't like that. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like. I'm like. Imagine having to explain to your mom what a hobby is because she does not she does not understand that she needs a hobby. And you're like, you need a hobby, mom. And she's like, no, I don't believe in that. And like watching movies, I don't know. And like you keep mentioning like this thing and that thing. It's like, no, this is boring. No, I don't like that. The chore, no hobby. I told her, and she's like, no, this is a hobby. I'm like, no. And you know what's worse? And I was like, you should like read a book. I don't know, do something. And she's like, I bought a book a few years ago. It's like I bought a book a few years ago. Thanks for comments. It was interesting to listen to. I want to remind you guys. Okay. Yes. That's the pronunciation. Oh, good luck with that. Great hobby, nothing. And I was talking to her, and I asked her, Mom, you have to read a book or something. And she's like, I tried. I got like 2 books from a priest, like a famous priest. It was a biography. And I look at her, you got 2 biographies. And she's like, I read like a few pages and I got bored. Like, Mom, you were trying to read a biography. Biographies are not. As we explained to her, Mom, biographies are not the fun type of book. Like, you know, some people enjoy biographies, but like most of the people in Earth are gonna be like, biographies are boring, right? Because like, you don't like look at her and I'm like, Mom, you got a biography and you say that you don't like reading books because you got a biography? And I'm like, Mom, you gotta be kidding. No. She's actually joking. There is no way. There is no way someone reads a biography. Someone buys a biography. Is like the book is boring. Don't believe. I cannot believe. She was like, I read like 20 pages and I got bored. And like, why must it be that you got bored reading a biography? you know who does it? Okay, unless you're reading like the biography of about the coolest person on earth, I don't think you're gonna have fun in a biography. I know some people do have interest in reading biographies, but like, I'm gonna say, in my case, Dodo does not like biographies. Like, they are boring. Biographies are literally boring. Why would you buy a biography if you don't like reading biographies, you know? That was me thinking about it. I was like, man, why would you buy that if you don't like it? You know, because like you're reading a book, you have to enjoy the book, right? And like she's insisting. She's like, no, I read the biography and I did not enjoy the biography. Like, gotta be kidding me, right? It can be. It depends, but like, you know, usually. Okay, I'm gonna say, a mom is a type of person that does not read books often. So if you're a person that doesn't read books often, usually one would assume that you don't usually have enjoyment on books. So you would get one of the most boring type of books. No, I'm not saying biographies are bad. Biographies suck. No, I'm saying for someone who does not read books, a biography sucks. Because a biography is like hard text, usually like it can like unless the person is like the coolest person on earth, is like very uninteresting. Like it's a more like nothing happens book. But like imagine you're someone who doesn't read often and you're reading a biography. It's true though. But like you don't read often, you're gonna be reading a biography? You know, when's the last time you have gotten your hands on a book? 10 years? No. It is kind of boring. It is boring. The really funny argument is a biography about a priest. It's a priest. It's a priest biography. I'm not saying priests are boring people. Some of them are very interesting. But like usually you don't expect a biography about a priest to be like the most banger book you're ever gonna be reading, right? You don't buy a priest biography expecting peak writing, you know? Priest, yeah, I didn't hear that part. It's probably boring. If she enjoys cleaning by any chance, what about those relaxed about video games? Animal Crossing, she does not like video games. Back in this, she does not. Mom is a hard person, okay? She's a hard person with some stuff. Mom is a very hard person to like. It's not to understand. It's more like a very hard person to interact with some stuff. Like for example, she does not enjoy video games. I'm not saying like, mom has tried. No, she doesn't try. That's the issue, okay? That's the issue. She goes. She doesn't even try, and she says that is not something I would like to do. She doesn't even try. We're like, Mom, we have this game, and she's like, I don't like games. Like, have you tried a game? And she's like, I don't like games. That's not really generic, but cooking. She doesn't like cooking either. She doesn't like cooking either. In defense, the priest did many interesting things around this to that's it. It is interesting, but here's the thing. It's not something the general public would usually like to read. You can buy her some light manga. She does not like. Does not. We have manga at home. She has never even tried to read that. Or some fantasy novel. She does not even try. That's the thing. She does not even try. She says that's boring. I don't like that. Like she starts and she's like she doesn't even try. Okay? And that's something that pisses me off. Like you should try that and she's like, no, that's boring. Speak to Pretty after a long time. Crazy Marta just spent like a week ago. I read a lot. Okay, so basically she does not try to find a book she likes. She does not try to find like a hobby she likes. She says cleaning is my hobby, but like here's the thing, she hates cleaning too. She hates cooking. She's like, I don't like cooking. But she cooks, okay? She cooks, but she's like, I don't like cooking. So like I have been trying to explain to her that she should have a hobby so she can distract herself, because like every week mangas are books though, or like books though. We have both. literally have both. I have the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, almost the whole collection up to I don't know how many years ago. I have Diary of a Wimpy Kid. We have manga here. We had jigsaw puzzles here. She saw them and she was like, man, jigsaw puzzles. It doesn't elementary school fashion. Yes, I have Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I have like almost the whole collection. She has never in her life tried to read that. Mangas I read a lot. Yes, I have like books in English though, but I have Apothecary Diaries, but like it's in English, so she cannot read that. So yeah, sometimes like you guys should like I talk to my parents like you guys should try to learn a language or something, and they don't even try. Find something interesting I'll read you to. She doesn't even try. That's the issue. And then she's like, man, that's hard. I'm like, how is that hard? Like, think about this. Like, when I was a kid, I learned a whole language by myself without even studying for that. And like, she's like, but you are young, I'm old. And like, you're not old. I don't like... can I say something? There's one excuse I don't like, which is like, I am too old for that. Shut up. Like, you're never too old for that. Everyone enjoys listening to music, right? Can that be hobby? It's just gonna be complaining about something. Here's the thing, we tried to like find her hobby. We tried to find her hobby and she keeps denying everything. Watch your mama and literally we ask her and she's like, nothing. She says nothing. We do learn quickly when we were younger too. But here's the thing! She didn't even try to learn. Okay? If I saw video games and be like, this game is not in the language I know, I'm gonna give up. And I gave up that. Won't I be here? I wouldn't be here today, okay? And you know, I was a kid. A kid had more resilience than an adult, you know? That is hard. You should think, we talk to her and we're like, Mom, I have to get a hobby. And she's like, what's a hobby? I don't know why. I don't need a hobby. I have to clean the house. And we're like, boy, you don't need to clean the house. You have to clean the house last week. What is something like that? Yeah. Like, for example, Dad, he got into, like, Fallout. Not the game, the series. He got into Fallout, you know? He got into Fallout. For some reason, he hates watching series, but Fallout, he enjoyed Fallout. He enjoyed Fallout a lot. He was like, man, that's cool. I like the zombie guy. The zombies guy is scary, but I like the zombie guy. And Dad is older than Mom, okay? Dad is a lot older than Mom. And like he got into Fallout, like he was like the zombie guy. And like when he got a second season, he was like, I want to watch the second season. Sleepy is my hobby. Sleepy can also be a hobby. It be your hobby. But yeah, Dad got into Fallout. He was like, the zombie guy thing. Where's the second season? So yeah, if we put up like a series for Mom to watch, she gets bored on the first episode and she's like too long. When I was watching a movie with her, she couldn't even like stay 1 hour out of her phone. My hobby. It can also be your hobby. She couldn't even stay like 1 hour away from her phone, and like, you know, we were watching Puss in Boots too. Yeah, and she's like, I don't get movies. I lose the plot. I'm like, but she keeps being on her phone, and I'm like, Mom. But yeah. Okay. Well, my farmer's my job. iPad Mom. iPad Mom. Hello, Melody. Welcome. How did you welcome? And she was on her phone. Hi, welcome. Like, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna watch a movie, stay off your phone. Candy Crush, maybe. No, she doesn't like games. She doesn't like games, man. We tried putting her on the VR headset, and she was like, I look at this and I feel dizzy. The movie I saw in theaters I went to walk on was the Despicable Me 4. Sorry, I did book. Despicable Me. I tried watching the first one, but like the audio was broken. Oh, great, welcome. I did it. Welcome. We tried putting her on the VR headset. She was able to stay there for a total of 3 minutes. And she got dizzy and she was like, man, I'm dizzy. And for the next week, she was like, you guys should return the VR headset. It makes me dizzy just look at it. And like, because my brother was complaining about like being dizzy, right? Because the VR headset, when you're not used to it, it makes you dizzy. And she's like, guys should return that. If it makes you dizzy, just look at it, it makes me dizzy. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, welcome. Cassandra says official. Official? No, you are official. Welcome, Aditya. Welcome. Welcome, Aditya. Welcome. Official. I joined the other side. I make her play chess. I don't think she knows chess. I'm gonna say this, but I don't know. I don't know if mom knows how to play chess. I don't think she knows how to play chess. Well, I have tried, guys. I have tried. When we watch movies, she's like, man. She doesn't say the movie is boring. She just gets on her phone, like, you know. And then I'm like, what? Why are you on your phone? Why are you on your phone? And then she complains about Dad being on his phone when he's watching stuff together. That's the funniest thing, man. That's the funniest thing. Option. But yeah, guys, don't be like mom. You need a hobby. Hello, Quackzone. Guys, don't be like mom. You need a hobby, okay? Hear me out. You need a hobby. By the way, I'm not saying like mom is against hobbies, by the way. I'm just saying that she does not understand the concept of a hobby, okay? I'm just saying that. She does not judge others for what they do. Like, for me streaming, she does not judge me for streaming, right? She was like, oh, that's good for you. Like, she does not, like, go, you should stop streaming because it is always... She does not say that, by the way. She just does not understand the concept of a hobby. You can have a hobby. She has a lot of time, man. And she must be doing hobby lobby. Yeah, if it's not hard to choose. Here's the thing, she does not even try. I feel like she would enjoy some games, but she never tried. She tried to play, Little Bro was able to get her into Beat Saber like for 5 minutes, but she threw the control on the ground. She played like 5 minutes of Beat Saber and she accidentally threw the control on the ground and she was like, oh, dang it. And she never tried again. Because she feared throwing the controller. But yeah. I'm not saying like, you know, she's against, no, she's not against hobbies. She just does not understand what a hobby is. Oh, the problem, she didn't even try that. Why? Yeah, mom doesn't even try. That's the issue. But yeah, I was thinking of like getting her coloring books, but then she was like, my fear was getting the coloring books and she not even like using the coloring books. That was my fear. And that's why I didn't get her coloring books, because like she would probably not use that. I will be kind of like angry for her, like, mom, why did you not use the coloring books? You're supposed to use the coloring book, but she's probably not gonna be using it, you know, if you get her coloring books and stuff. I feel like one thing she'll get into like was Lego, because like maybe if I can like buy a Lego set later, I feel like she'll be able to get into that, because like she likes like flowers and stuff. And she was very happy with the Lego set, the Plum Lego set. You know, the Plum set? She was very happy with that, because like I put it on the living room. She was like, man, the flower. She was very happy. And I let her, like, I gave it to her, like, you can decorate the living room. Duplo. No. Duplo. But yeah, she was happy with the plant set. I was like, yeah, you can keep it, because like that was being annoying. Was like, no, don't put it there, and like I was like, nah, you can keep it, mom, put it whatever you want it to be. And now it's in the living room, by the way. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say this, but if you guys ever get old, you're gonna get old, but like, do understand that you need hobbies when you get old. Do understand that you need hobbies when you get old, or else you're gonna be a very bored person. Not even a boring person, a bored person. Yeah, get hobbies. Get hobbies, guys, get hobbies. But yeah, because like, I don't know if I have ever told you guys, but here's the thing. She doesn't know the concept of cleaning a house. Like I say, she likes cleaning the house, but her concept of cleaning a house, like for many years of her life, I'm already old. Get hobbies. Like when I say mom doesn't know the concept of cleaning a house, because mom's concept of cleaning a house is actually washing the house. It's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing for my whole life, basically. She would wash the house. Instead of like cleaning the house, she would wash the house. And like, she would get angry, like, while washing the house, because apparently she does like getting angry at washing the house. And she'll be like, man, you guys don't help. And that was me. Victoria Child Dodo being like, just standing there. And be like, what? She'd be like, you guys don't help. I'm cleaning all of this by myself. And then like, you see her vigorously mopping the floor. Like, angry. Like, she's angry with the floor, like... Just like angry at the floor, like, and you can hear like, you know, you can hear like the noise. It's kind of like the thing is like getting vigorously clean. Like it's some kind of like some kind of like very loud noise, and like she's just cleaning it, and we're like, Mom, you can do it lighter. The floor's not gonna fight you back. And then. This year, Big Bro pointed out to her like the way she does, like the way she cleans the floor is too aggressive, and that's why she feels pain after cleaning the floor, right? And that's like explained to her why she feels pain after cleaning the floor. We're like, because the way you clean the floor is too hard. And we're like explaining to her, because the way you clean the floor is too hard. Washing dishes on the laundry is her hobby. It's not her hobby. If it was her hobby, she would enjoy doing that. And she was like vigorously scrubs the floor, right, with a broom. And like one day, Big Bro pointed out, Big Bro is like, hey mom, you're the only person I know that scrubs the floor like this. Because every time she finishes cleaning the house, she's like, my body hurts. I'm dead. I am literally dead. And we're like, Mom, you don't have to do it too hard. And we have to explain to her that the floor is not gonna fight back. Because she does. She scrubs the floor like crazy. Like actual scrubbing, you know? It's not like she's trying to like... she's scrubbing the floor. And we have to explain to her that this is why her body aches after cleaning. But yeah. Okay. I don't think anyone has a hobby that's washing dishes though. How did we get into this topic, by the way? Oh yeah, hobbies. Oh yeah, hobbies. Okay. Hobbies, guys, hobbies. Okay. I feel like we could maybe do some post-processing later in here. Could do like some post-processing with the hair later. Like some overlays, some overlaying colors and stuff. Okay. Color. Let's go blue. Okay. What does here first? Oh yeah, I was thinking of... You know, it's been quite a while since I have last released merch. I was thinking of a merch idea that will be very funny. I was thinking of a very funny merch idea. A while ago. I was like, man, that would be so funny if I did that. So maybe you guys are gonna get some very funny merch ideas soon. I was thinking about this. I was like, yeah, that would be funny. I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah, that would be very funny. You know, that would be very funny. But yeah, I have to talk about... I had an epiphany, guys. I had an epiphany. You shouldn't stop the epiphanies. Okay. But yeah, I had this idea that would be very funny for a merch idea. Hello, Arjun. Welcome, Arjun. Welcome. This idea that would be very fun for like a merch idea. And I think maybe I'm gonna do it later. Not sure when, but maybe later. I'm good. What about you? I'm doing great today. Okay. Can I say something? Sometimes I feel like the way I color my hair is way too inconsistent. Oh, that is amazing. Thank you, Rishi. Thank you. Taco. But yeah, get hobbies. I was thinking of something I'll be talking about today. You know, when I finished my stream, I was like, man, I want to talk about this tomorrow, but I forgot. I should start. I should start actually writing up what I want to say on stream. Because there are some days where I'm like, that would be very cool if I could talk about that today. And then I forget what I was going to be talking about. I forget what I was going to be talking about. It's a bit annoying when you forget what we were going to be talking about on stream. But yes. I think it was regarding some kind of topic from yesterday. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it was supposed to be. I forgot. Great idea. Like a discussion of the day. That would be crazy. I remember us talking about for software games. There was something I wanted to talk about regarding that, but I forgot what it was. I'm gonna do this with multiply. Get back to like a game. Yeah, I should be writing off like some kind of like diary. Where I kind of like, what should I be talking about on stream? Oh yeah, there is gonna be a funny merch. I had a funny merch idea. So maybe I'm gonna be having funny merch soon. Don't know when, soon. Soon, trademark, soon. Soon. Okay. The Dodo Chronicles, stuff that Dodo wants to talk about, but she keeps forgetting what she's gonna be talking about on stream because she keeps forgetting what she's gonna be talking about on stream. And she let me think about what she's gonna be talking about on stream on 4 AM. I don't think it was even 4 AM. Yesterday I kind of like crashed out after streaming, like, I'm sleepy, you know, kind of like that. And then I went to sleep like a few hours later. So I didn't have even time to make my thumbnail for today. Amazing. Okay. I didn't even have time to think about my thumbnail for today. I was like, man, I want to sleep. Water. It was something I saw on Twitter yesterday. I thought like, I'm gonna talk about this. And then I was like, I forgot what I was gonna be talking about. Dodo! I wonder if someone's compiling clips of Dodo crashing out. If anyone is, please tell me. By the way, you're free to compile clips of me crashing out. You are allowed to, and is encouraged, by the way. Can I say something? Guys, we're gonna go on the VTuber talk. Dodo observation of the day. Okay. So, this is something I have realized. Guys, it's making me emotional, man. Thinking about the past makes me emotional. Thinking about the good days of the Minecrafts. There's something I realized nowadays is that like clippers are not as active on the VTuber community as they were before. Like usually, like you would see clippers being very active before, but nowadays it feels like more like dedicated clippers for like each VTuber or like companies and stuff. And like I feel like because of that, you haven't been seeing like indies kind of like growing up like they did back in the day, right? Don't you guys think so? Like, because back in the day, there will be clippers for literally everything. They would, like, just go after content and there will be, like... And because of that, like, some VTubers will grow because of the clippers, right? Don't you guys remember this? I was thinking about this, like, recently. Hello, Cynthia. Welcome. Whenever people talk about clippers, I think about it. But, like, back in the day, clippers will basically clip anyone as long as they found them entertaining. I see that. Thank you. And today it feels like clippers are not clipping as much. It feels like they're more like dedicated clippers. Like for example, there's like they kind of like work together with Vtubers and stuff and companies and stuff. So it feels like nowadays you don't find indie Vtubers as much as you did back in the day. Don't you guys think so? Like back in the day you would find like an indie VTuber just by like watching clips, but like today it's not the same. You have to kind of like actively search for them. That's true, right? You know, back in the day you would just find VTubers like anywhere. Like clippers will clip anyone basically. And that's how many of the VTubers grew back in the day. I feel like nowadays we're kind of like missing. There's like a huge gap in the clipping part of VTubers. Like we're missing like clippers specifically for like literally anyone, like the general clippers. But at the same time, the audience is not exactly watching anyone. Like for example, I'm gonna publish a clip of I don't know, Sakura Ai, the new indie VTuber that debuted like yesterday. Probably people are like, who the hell is Sakura Ai? Why do I have to care about Sakura? Right? And it feels like it's both an audience situation and like a clipper situation, because like clippers don't clip like small indie VTubers anymore because like there's no audience for that. Why would I clip a VTuber if it doesn't get me views, right? Some people are like that, and that's okay to think about this because like there's like the business side of this thing. I do find like this shift very interesting because like back in the day there were barely like many VTubers for that. So today there are like way too many VTubers. So why would someone choose to clip insert VTuber here 1, 2, 3 instead of like big VTuber 1 to 4? Instead of watching VTubers, I have seen like 10 clippers channel get in troubles due to a random VTuber complaint about some clips making them stick to fair variety. Yeah. I'm gonna say something like, I feel like out of context clips are kind of fun. I'm gonna say my opinion. My opinion, okay? My opinion. If a VTuber like has a clip that doesn't want like, they portrays her in a bad way, like the person specifically clips them to like be a malicious clipping, in a malicious clipping way, that's something that is justifiable. But in my opinion, if you say that on stream, you say that on stream, right? Like, I cannot complain about someone clipping me making like duck noises while I play Elden Ring, because that's something I do when I play Elden Ring. But at the same time, if those clips are giving you a bad audience because the person is clearly making this out of bad faith, you have the right to complain. But I'm gonna say, like, in my case, I wouldn't complain if someone clips me making duck noises when I'm playing Elden Ring, because I am making duck noises while I play Elden Ring, so people are gonna expect me to make duck noises when I play Elden Ring. That's something I do. But yeah, I feel like there is both sides that have like a justifiable side. But I'm gonna say, like, depends. In fact, I used to clip like, oh, that's so good. But I'm gonna say, like, my opinion is like, if you portray yourself on stream and expect people to not clip the way you portray yourself on stream, that's kind of weird. But like, if it's like one rare chance, like for example, like the one rare chance that this VTuber does something absolutely out of character, have made, oh, 500, that's a lot. And so like this VTuber has done something absolutely out of character that they are never gonna do again, because like, let's suppose someone donated $500 and this VTuber is now, I don't know, like making a little brother roleplay. And like someone literally goes there and copy and like clips that, and they're like, okay, that's gonna be cool, and they clip like this one out of context, 1 in a million chance thing that happens. That is something that's okay for the VTuber to complain. But if they're acting like this every single day, like some VTubers, they do act like, oh, I am acting like, oh, I'm gonna be rude to chat on purpose. If someone is gonna clip me being rude to chat on purpose, but I am rude to chat every single day, like, I don't think you can complain about that. If you do this every single, I don't think you can complain about that. Okay, I don't think you can complain about that. If you do this every single day, you cannot complain about that. If that's your brand, if your brand is like being mean to chat, or chat is being mean to you, I'm gonna say it does get out of pocket depending on how the audience like sees that. which I think it depends, you know? Both sides have like a justifiable side on this, by the way. I'm not saying like, the VTuber, no, both sides have like their rights and wrongs. It really depends on by situation, you know? Each situation has like a different situation. Yeah, that's my take. Yeah. I'm saying this as a viewer, by the way. I'm not saying this as a VTuber. I'm saying this as a viewer, okay? Because back in the day, I knew this will happen. But I'm saying, some people do go for those out of context clips, which is like usually made out of bad faith. But yes, I'm gonna say, if you go with like bad faith, is different from like, oh, someone is like clipping their favorite moments, and their favorite moment is something that happens basically every day. Yeah. But that's my take. I feel like it's just fair for both sides to like complain about that. But yeah. I remember back in the day, people would be like praying for like a big clipper to clip them. But at the same time, today, now, you have to basically clip yourself. And you know, it's interesting, okay? I'm saying this is interesting. As a viewer, I feel like this is a very interesting shift. Because like, usually back in the day, I will get like VTubers recommended to me daily. And today is like a barely happens occurrence, you know? Which I think now, the VTuber market, those like clippers that are doing this for free, but at the same time, I don't think they should be doing this for free, because like that's a lot of hard work. And the way the social media meta has changed is like the same clips that will go trending like 5 years ago don't go trending today. You know? And it's all because of social media. Like, oh, VTubers say funny thing. Everyone be like, oh my god, VTubers say funny thing. You know, but today is more like, you have to add like at least 20 different camera pans. Is always changing up. So basically today you have to add like 20 different camera pans. Oh, you have to add some PNGs. Oh, you have to basically make a whole scenario, a whole animation. Oh, subtitles, shiny subtitles, VFX, sound effects, bam, bam, bam. And like, it takes like 1 hour, 2 hours, days even to like finish a clip. Does the clip go well? Sometimes not. So yeah, you cannot have like VTubers say funny thing, ha ha ha, trend anymore, because you have to make VTubers say funny thing. You will not believe what they said, and like you have to like edit it in a way that like is like a whole different video. So yeah, that's why I say clippers nowadays, they need to get recognized, you know, they need recognition, okay? They need recognition, okay? That's my take. It's a very hard work, okay? Like, editing your own videos. If you edit your own videos, you kind of like get it like, it takes so much time. Yeah. Water. Hello, Animal with Blackcore. Hello, Doko. Sorry I missed your last live stream. I was busy, but here I am. Hello, Senpai, I love your drag. Hello, welcome. Welcome. But yes, I do miss those old days, by the way. If you're gonna be asking me, boy, do I miss those old days, okay? Do I miss those old days when I could just hop into YouTube and I will get a funny clip of a VTuber and I'll be like, yeah, that's nice, right? But yeah, just to make my previews VOD highlight, do you guys want to know how long it took me to like make the video? It took me 2 hours. It took me 2 hours. 2 hours for a VOD highlight, okay? 2 hours, no subtitles, no funny animations. 2 hours. That's why. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna say respect clippers, okay? Respect video editors, okay? That's 2 hours. 2 hours. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like an insane amount of work. So I can imagine doing this every day. 2 hours for a VOD highlight, guys. For a VOD highlight. That barely has like crazy edits. So I know some people spend like 2 hours on a YouTube short. Or even more. Like, that's insane. It's not even like their fault, by the way. I'm saying like it's the social media. Social media is the issue. The expectations of every video needs to be like a high quality montage. You know? Which is why I think it's absolutely fine when I see like editor price, because I'm like, man, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, okay? Which is why I think it's very respectable. I think video editors are like, they should be respected, okay? And some people sometimes are like, yeah, video editors have it easy. No, they don't have it easy. Hello, this is Renar. Welcome, welcome. You talk about back in the day. For how long have you been streaming? I'm talking about my experience as a viewer. I have been streaming as Dodo for a year and a half. When I talk about back in the day, I'm talking about 2020, 2021. I would say you can basically nail down to the pandemic. I'm talking as a viewer. Right now I'm talking about this as a viewer, not as a VTuber. But I've been streaming for 5 years? I'm not sure. I think it was 5. I'm not sure though. I think 5 years. I may be wrong. There's an off chance I may be wrong. I think 5 years. I think. But yeah, I'm talking about my experience like as a viewer, not as a VTuber specifically. Because I have noticed that today we don't have as many VTuber clippers, right? We don't have as many VTuber clippers in the market as opposed to like how many we had like before. Guys, I got the wrong shade of blue. I got the wrong shade of blue. I'm stupid. But yeah, I'm talking about this as a viewer. But yeah, I have been streaming for roughly 5 years. This year is gonna be 6, I think. I think this year is gonna be 6 years. Yeah. Should be 6 years, I think. In December, I think? I don't know. I think December? I'm not sure. In December is gonna be like 6 years, I think. I'm not sure. Okay. But yeah, I'm talking about this as a viewer, not specifically as a streamer, because like back in the day, the pandemic. I'm talking about the pandemic. Whatever I say back in the day, you can usually think about like the pandemic because that was the time that I feel like VTubers were trending. They were very trending, like they were trendy. But I have been a VTuber fan for almost a decade now. Have been a VTuber fan since Kiss and I debuted, so that's like, oh my god, that's so long ago. Have been a VTuber fan since after Kiss and I debuted. Impressive, thank you. I've been a VTuber fan since Kiss and I debuted, so that's like almost a decade. Yeah. So yeah, that's why usually when I talk about like back in the day, it's usually like my perspective as a viewer and not as a VTuber. People usually expect me to be talking back in the day as a VTuber. No, I'm talking about as a VTuber. I've been a viewer for longer than I have been a VTuber. Yeah. That's why usually when I'm talking back in the day, it's usually like as a viewer back in the day. I have been a dweller. In VTuber chats for longer than most people think I have been a dweller in VTuber chats. Oh, that's year? I've been a VTuber chat dweller, a lurker for many years now, man. It makes me feel old, you know? It does make me feel old when I think about it, by the way. Back in my Victorian child era. I like how when I say Victorian child, it's literally anything under legal. Or maybe even after, I don't know. My Victorian child era can be any year from I don't know how many years ago. I like how Victorian those are young VTuber, yes. By the way, I do want to clarify, when I say as a Victorian child, it's not a very accurate data. Usually means, this many years ago, like, oh, it's been 47. No, it's just like, long ago. But don't I need art now? I don't know what was a nation being. I need art. Art I need now. I cannot do it. I'm an ancient watcher. I have been watching VTubers for longer than you guys think I have been watching VTubers. But yeah. That's why. That's why. Whenever I see discussions about things that already happened a few years ago, you know, if you you know, I feel like you know when you see a discussion about something that has happened like 20 years ago in your mind, like when I say Victorian child, it's literally it happened 47 years ago. It can be literally any day. It could be like yesterday. Hey! And so yeah, I like when I say it because like maybe people are like, Dodo, how old are you? I am. Every day changes. Every day I'm gonna change my age. My age is like the most unreliable measure unit because like I say Victorian child can literally be any age. Can literally be any age, by the way. I know some people are gonna be like, wait, I'm gonna do the math. No, you're not gonna be able to do the math because I can literally be any age. But yes, I have been a VTuber fan since Kids Night debuted. I have been subbed to Kids Night since 2017! But I did watch her before I was subbed, by the way. And that's why I say I have seen a lot, okay? I have seen a lot. So that's why sometimes I get rage baited when I see something that already happened like 25 years ago in the VTuber community. When I see something that already happened, like, I don't know, like, how many years ago, like, happened, like, I don't know, like, 2021, it just happened, and then, like, repeats. And I'm like, this is happening again. That's, like, the 4th time this happens. I have no idea. It gets to a point where VTuber news becomes old news. It gets to a point where, like, old news then. Because like someone is like, oh, this happened, oh, that happened, and you're like, oh, okay. And this happened like I don't know how many years ago again. That's not the first time it happens. That's not rare. But yeah, that's why I like yapping about this because like sometimes some stuff happens. And people talk like it's like news, like it's the first time it's ever happened. I'm like, no, why does it happen? Oh, I'm gonna be a nerd. I'm gonna be like, get my glasses and like just say, actually, this happened before. I like doing that because it makes me feel like such an old boomer. It makes me feel like an old boomer going like, guys, actually this happened before. In this specific instance, this person. Or Star Gold. I'm not gold. I'm a VTuber historian. Know how there's like an internet historian? I'm VTuber historian. I know it's a bit funny. But yeah. Have fun with that, by the way. I think it's fun. I'm gonna say, my honest opinion about VTubers. I think VTubers are fun. Are you drawing a VTuber avatar? Yeah, so kawaii. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. But yeah, I honestly think, I'm gonna say, usually when I say back in the day, it's usually 100% sure that I'm not talking about, like, my perspective as a VTuber. I'm talking about my perspective as a viewer. Because, like, I have been a viewer for way too many years. I have been a viewer for way too many years, so... That's why I'm gonna be like, yeah, God, this happened before. This happened 45 years ago. Of the VTuber, I don't know. Of the VTuber, what's her name again? Oh... Sakurayuki. Sakurayuki 20 years ago. Which is funny for me. It's such a funny concept for me. It's such a funny concept. Actually, guys, Sakurayuki was the first VTuber to do this. She was the first Vtuber to go to the moon. Yes, she went to the moon, guys. Sakurayuki. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing some multiply layers so I can get some depth because like it doesn't have a lot of depth right now. The hair needs depth, so I do with multiply. That's not gray. The ugly gray multiply. I hate. Can I say something? I hate when I see gray multiply. I hate when I see it because I'm like, guys, stop using it. Gray multiply is ugly. And I can't. I'm gonna hate. I'm gonna go look at you and be like, it sucks. I'm afraid to ask how much layers the hair has. Each hair piece has one base layer, one tiny micro highlight layer, and one color layer, and now it's a multiply layer. Let me do the math. Okay, this one is 1, 2, 3. No wait, 1, 2. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? And then there's the line art layer, which is separate, so I can like do the. Each hair piece has like 4, and I think there is 2 layers now. I think there's a total of 4 hair layers. I like the blue tones to choose. It is so easy to draw my hair. It's so easy to draw the blue in my hair. Because the way I do it is like so easy to draw. Okay. But yeah. I never understand how to organize layers. You will never understand how to organize layers. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. You're never gonna understand how to organize the layers. Have a good evening. Thank you very much for popping today. Jesus, take a have a good evening. Thank you. Here's the thing. You'll never see how to organize the layers. You'll always be lost on how to organize the layers. You always be lost when you organize layers. You're gonna be like, what? Where's the layer? I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's here, but where's the layer? Yeah, you're never gonna understand how to organize layers. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna say, but for me, layers are an arbitrary number. They're like an arbitrary number. For me, Dodo, the amount of layers does not matter. And people are like, why, Dodo, why do you hate your PC? It's not that I hate my PC, it's just that like in my case, when you start working with Live 2D, you get to a point where you kind of like understand that like the number of layers like an arbitrary number. And the lines I want to get rid of like pressing every layer to repeat. Yeah, honestly, in my case, I do it mostly for Live 2D, so I don't have issues of that. Because like usually I know exactly what everything is, because like I made it so I know exactly what everything is. But yeah, I know exactly where everything is sometimes. Because have you guys ever? Here's the thing, people. I think, can I say something? The part I hate the most about Live 2D. I'm gonna talk about the part I hate the most about Live 2D. I hate having to rename the layers. People are like, man, I have 400 layers on my art. Have you tried renaming the 400 layers in your art? Have you? If you haven't tried to rename your 400 layers in your art, you haven't seen pain. Haven't seen pain, sorrow. Haven't seen it. Because you have need to rename 400 layers in your art, and you feel like, man, I have to rename 400 layers in my art, and you feel like you're so lazy to rename 400 layers in your art, and you really don't want to, but you have to rename the 400 layers in your art. You need to take 400 names for the layer. You need to take it, organize the spaces, or else your 2 hours of work have been wasted. And then you mess up with your arm because you have been typing so much. You mess up with your keyboard. Because you have even named layers for Live 2D. And people are like, the hardest part is separating. I'm like, shut up. The hardest part is renaming the layers. The hardest part about Live 2D is not separating the. It's renaming the layers. Okay, renaming the layers. And can I tell you something? The people who look at you and say, the hardest part about Live 2D is separating all the eyepieces. Shut up! It's the renaming the layers. Elzimar, welcome. No, it's okay. Don't worry. Why do you apologize for being late? Hey, you're late? Oh, you just sucks, you mouth. This sucks. I'm gonna end my stream just because you were late. I'm ending my screen. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just because you were late. Welcome, Maritia. Welcome. It looks gorgeous. Thank you. Have you guys ever renamed 400 layers? Have you guys ever renamed 800 layers? So you kind of gave up midway and you started like goofing up the names. I just tuned to the 6. I'm gonna end my stream. I love Polish and welcome to today. Welcome. Didi Mary's late! You can't be late to my streams. Everyone knows if you're late to my stream, I clearly end the stream, right? There's a ruler. There's a ruler. What the? I'm sorry, guys. If you're ever late to my stream, I end my stream. Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna be like, I can't believe you're late to my stream. I'm gonna end my stream. My whole career is over just because you just be late to my stream today. Just because you chose to be late to my stream once, I'm gonna end my stream, never coming back. I'm graduating. And that's wrong. You're not supposed to use spaces. You're not supposed to use spaces in Live 2D. If you use spaces, you just waste your time. If you're gonna use spaces in a Live 2D model, I'm gonna say this, Jesus. I hate everyone. I hate everything. I hate everyone. I hate everything. If you're gonna use spaces when you rename Live 2D parts, then my honest opinion is do not even like rename them in the first place. Spaces literally kill the naming in the layers in Live 2D, so that's why you're not supposed to use spaces when you rename layers in Live 2D, because you're gonna break them. You're gonna actually break them. When you rename layers in Live 2D and use spaces, they get renamed to Art Mesh 1, Art Mesh 2, Art Mesh 3, Art Mesh 4, Art Mesh 5, Art Mesh 6, Art Mesh 7, Art Mesh 8, Art Mesh 9, Art Mesh 10, and then it like goes forward, and you just wasted 2 hours of your life because of a space. Do not put spaces. Art Mesh 15, working foot art. Yes. When it happens to me, when I get a model that has like spaces, you know what I do? I'm just like, you know what? If you deliver it to me, I'm not gonna put every name. I kid you not. I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna have a rant. Okay, rant time. Okay. If someone delivers me a model that says ready to use, ready to rig, I'm gonna be like, this model is ready to rig. I'm gonna certainly believe it. And if I input it to Live 3D and I notice I have to cut half the layers, I'm gonna get so pissed off. I get so pissed off when I see like, oh, gorgeous art, but bad cutting, you know. I guess I have no idea how much it pisses me off that when I see good art but bad cutting, you know. It pisses me off so much. I see good art and like bad cutting. This sucks. Running ship time to the lost it. When I see, because like here's the thing, have you guys ever? My job is to like deliver the model rig, But here's the thing, if you cut the model like in a way that I cannot read, you know what pisses me off? Those people, here's the thing, there's so many tutorials on how to cut eyes on Live 3D, but people don't make tutorials on how to cut the body, You know, it makes me angry. It makes me honestly angry that someone charges so much for a Live 3D model only for it to be badly cut. Only for it to be... It pisses me off when I see it. I'm like, because your client is paying for ready to rig, where's the ready to rig? It does work on the end, by the way. It does work on the end, by the way, but I'm just saying, guys, please. Our models cost thousands. Some people... No. Some models cost thousands, but it's usually because the artist has a name, okay? But I'm gonna say usually the ones that cost thousands, they are already used to cutting the models, okay? You're not gonna get like someone who barely worked with Live 3D asking for $1,000 for a model, okay? And if you do, you're being scammed. You're being actually scammed. I'm gonna say this, but like, it pisses me off, man. I got Apple. I got Apple. Because the request for a very high quality rigging. You cannot request high quality rigging with bad cutting. Okay? I'm gonna say this honestly. You cannot... It pisses me off when I see it, but you cannot request high quality rigging for bad cutting. Wanna know why? Because people are like, I want my model to like do a flip. I want my model to like do that. I want my model to do that. I want my model to do that. And you're like, does the model have the layers necessary for that? Nope. It does not. It does not have the layers for that. It does not have the layers for that. They're like, I want my model to have like 5 outfit changes. I'm gonna say this, guys. If anyone is ever like, man, I want my new outfit to be on the same... Whenever I see someone who's like, man, I want my model to have the same outfit... If it's a simple model, it's okay, but if it's like a complex model, do you guys want to know the reason why I do not have outfit toggles? You know, like I do not have like outfit change toggles. Why this outfit cannot become like a fancy dodo, for example? Because it would lag a lot. It kind of makes me pissed off when I see someone like with a model that has already 1,000 layers. 1,000 plus layers, and there's now 2,000 layers in the model, and you want the model to work well. The model's not gonna work well. It makes me like I'm not gonna say like it pisses me off when I say no, it makes me you know, it makes me like you know, really, like it's okay if you want that, by the way, but please, I'm gonna say for riggers, do warn the client that it's gonna be lagging, because it is gonna be lagging, okay? Outfit toggle changes, it lags, okay? It lags a lot. It may seem like, oh, but it's not just an outfit. There is physics, there is toggles, there's like individual toggles for each part. Like if you have like a bunch of hand expressions, you're gonna have to do each one. And like, do not, which is what I'm gonna say, do not expect me to have an outfit that's like interchangeable unless it's a very specific case. As depends on the quality of the lossy function, the piece for front tracker, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say like for me, do not ever expect me to have a model where I can change my outfit from a different outfit. I want to be on fire. Yeah, I'm gonna say, do not expect me to make a model like this outfit to like change from another outfit unless it's a change model, because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because like one, it is annoying to do. Very annoying to do. Just very annoying to do outfit toggles, by the way. Like it's kind of like, it's not something complicated. It's not like it's gonna be like super complicated. It's like annoying, okay? It's like, this thing is annoying to do, you know, it takes time. That's the issue. But like, I'm gonna say this, I feel like usually I do recommend like not getting a bunch of like toggles for your model unless you want lag or have like a very good PC, because it's gonna lag a lot. And what pisses me off is when I see people complain about lag in the door servers because of the 400 toggles they have. You know, when you understand the behind the scenes, you kind of like get to a point where you're kind of like an uncle, kind of like an angry uncle going like, no, please don't, please don't. Another thing I'm gonna say, one thing I'm never gonna have is a tongue, you know, a tongue thing, you know. You know when Vtubers, they use the tongue, like they have a tongue toggle where they, you know, they can show their tongue. I'm never gonna do that. With my model, I'm never gonna do that. I did it once and it was traumatic because like, man, I think it's so annoying to read. Okay, I'm gonna say the tongue, you know, one would imagine the tongue is all the mouth, but your mouth is still speaking, so you have to rig the tongue in a way that it keeps off the mouth, okay? And then you have to rig the tongue with the V bridger parameters. And then you have to rig the tongue for the mouth X, which is very annoying. And then you have to rig the tongue for the angles, which is like the worst part, because like the tongue is deforming now and like it's breaking, it's clipping, and you have to fix it manually. And like the tongue, it takes a week of your life, and now you hate doing the tongue. I don't like doing that. I don't like rigging VTuber tongues. I'm not doing it. Hello, this brother. Welcome. I need to welcome Choso. Choso! Just see him, Choso. we have sugar and now we have Choso. Man, how can it be? How can it be? But yeah, I do have my ramblings, by the way. Okay, I do want to clarify before you guys are like, Dodo, are you saying... No, I'm not talking about other people's drops. I'm talking about my personal opinion of what I would never do for my own model. I think it's cool, by the way, when people can rig those stuff, okay? I think it's cool when people rig that, okay? But I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna rig that. For myself. For myself. Have I ever seen my brother? I don't know. He's kind of special. I haven't seen him. Where is he? Where did he go? But yeah, I like going on rambles, by the way. I like going on rambles. You know, one thing that I wish there was more was like tutorials on how to cut like VTuber bodies specifically, because like what I see, or like the mouth, I have seen some badly cut mouths, but that's okay. It's like manageable. Like mouths are kind of like manageable, you know? There's like extra work that you have to do. But I'm gonna say like outfits. It's like something that I see is like people kind of like ignore. People are cutting like 400 layers just for the face, and like you're not gonna even use that. But like they're like cutting more layers for the face than they're cutting for the whole model. And that's what makes me angry, because they don't take their time to do it. Yes, I have V bridger. I have V bridger, yes. I don't have cheek puff nor tongue out. Those are the two parameters I did not put on my model, because I cannot use them, and I don't want to rig a tongue again. I don't want to rig a tongue ever again. I don't want to rig a tongue ever again. No, I kid you not. I don't want to rig a tongue ever again. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I rigged it once, don't want to do it twice. It's not even a personal issue against like if the person requests me, by the way. I'm just saying that I don't like rigging tongues, okay? They're annoying to rig. Like if someone requests me, I'm gonna be like, please ask someone else. I cannot do that. Thank you very much, Rajab, for coming today. Thank you. Have a good evening. Have a great day tomorrow. Thank you for puppy. Thank you. But yes, I like going on rambles. I do like going on rambles. I know I sound like I'm kind of mean sometimes when I go on rambles, but do understand that just me being comically angry at something, okay? I am just exaggerating how angry I am at something, by the way. But yeah, I do hate live 3D tongues, though. I do hate those. I do not like rigging them. I feel like if someone ever asks me to do it, I'll go like, no, ask someone else. I can save the file, but ask someone else. There's a tone will keep sticking out when you speak. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying, I'm comically angry at this, by the way. I'm not like genuinely like, whoever asks me for a tongue, I'm gonna get so angry, I'm gonna explode. No, it's not like that. It's just like, it pisses me off when I have that. But it's basically, it barely happened, by the way. It barely happened. Usually if it happens, I just fix it myself. like badly cut models. If it happens, I just fix it myself, or I do in a way that I can like I can work around. Shut up! No, shut up. Hello, Katie. Welcome. Welcome. I'm not ready to talk to my model. Never, never. Nor outfit toggles. No. It is so annoying to add outfit toggles, man. Just remember, you know, I'm okay with adding it, by the way. If the model is simple, I'm gonna be adding it. But if someone asks me to, like, oh, Dodo, my model has, like, 400 layers, 5 expressions, arm expressions specifically, I'm gonna be like, please don't. Please don't. Just get a second file. It's gonna be lagging. It's true, because it will be lagging. Okay. But yeah, people do expect their models. I'm gonna say this, but if anyone ever plans on getting a VTuber model, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Arm expressions, you're not gonna use them more than 5 times. Depends on you. But I'm gonna say on stream, the more expressions you have, the less you use. You know, for example, I have expressions. I fear, you know, those are good for thumbnails. How about cheek puff? I cannot have that. I cannot use that. So I'm not gonna be rigging that. If I can't use that, I'm not gonna be using that. Like if I cannot use that, like my trackers do not track cheek puff, so I'm not gonna be rigging that. Like I'm angry. I can use it sometimes. Or like I'm sad. You know, love. You barely see this one. Do you guys use this expression often? No, you don't. Use this one often more than the previous one. This is one often. Sometimes. Which is why I do advise people against getting too many expressions for the model, because like it is, how do I say that? You're not gonna use that unless it's like for like thumbnails. Unless you have like a stream deck, and that could kind of work out, because like you have a easier time like creating toggles and stuff. But in my opinion, I don't think like expressions like are something that you need for your model. Because back in the day, I would see like the meta was like having a wave toggle, having an XD toggle, having a cheer toggle, having like, oh, a controller toggle, oh, you have like a keyboard toggle, oh, you have like another wave toggle, oh, you have like a phone toggle, oh, you have like another phone toggle, oh, now you have like a book toggle, oh, you have like a glasses toggle, you have like, and then you have like 20 different arm expressions, and then like they use on the build and they never use it again. It is a lot. You know, it is a lot. I don't judge people, by the way, but like I'm gonna say, if you want a VTuber model, do not get this many toggles. Okay, do not, please, do not. Gotta forget which key expression. Yes, you're not gonna be using them like when you're playing a game. Not gonna be using them when you're playing a game, and that's what kind of like makes me sad, is when people like commission that many expressions in the model and like they barely use that, because like the rigger worked very hard on those and the artists too. But like I feel like microphone toggles, the ones I think, if you were to get arm toggles, I'm gonna say which ones I would recommend. If you sing a lot, a microphone toggle, absolutely. Like if you're like a V singer, you should get a microphone toggle. That's something I feel like you should. I'm talking about arm toggles. You should get, maybe like if you play games a lot, you should get a controller toggle. That's something that's very cool, you know, immersive. If you're like an artist and you want people to like, oh, there's something like a cool feature, like you can have like a holding pen toggle, that's cool. It can be tracked, which will be very cool. People are like, oh my god, that's cool. That's something I feel like will be great. But I'm gonna say like, oh, I'm gonna have like 20 different arm expressions. None of them are like holding an object that has something to do with me. Or like something you're gonna use like once in a lifetime. Please do not get that. It's too much work. It's too much work, okay? But yes, I feel like it's appreciated for the people who do use that, by the way. I feel like the people who do use that, that's very cool, by the way. It is very cool, by the way. The people who do use that, the people who don't remember using them, it's very cool when you can remember using them. You know, when you remember using the arm toggle, like that's very cool.
But if you're gonna like get it and never use it because like I keep forgetting about using that. Like in my case, I don't have arm toggles. I have 0 arm toggles because like in my case, I feel like I'm not gonna be using them a lot. If I barely use my expressions, I'm gonna barely use arm toggles. So that's why I don't use them. I don't get them, you know, for my models. I feel like sandwich will maybe be an exception, maybe getting the staff as a toggle. That's something I feel like would work out, but I think about rigging that, I'm like, eh. You know, because like it may sound simple on paper, but like rigging a staff is a lot more complicated than you guys think it will be. Depending on the way it's drawn. Depending on the way it's drawn, by the way. I was thinking of maybe giving the staff to Sandwich Dodo, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be giving her a staff or not. I'm gonna think about it, like, truly, if it really is worth it for me to have the staff toggle. It's material, like, you can have as an object, yeah. You can also get, like, look at this, I have a PNG of a hat and a pen in my hand. Like, this one's okay, you don't need, like, to be animated. I feel like this is enough. For me, at least. But I'm gonna say, I feel like it's cool when people do it, by the way. I feel like it's cool when people do crazy stuff in Live 2D. I have nothing against people doing crazy stuff in Live 2D. Sigafreak, hello, Birdie's Gamer. How did you go? Welcome. How you doing? Welcome. Sigafreak, let's go! How are you doing today? Welcome. I am rambling right now about Live 2D toggles that Vtubers don't use. Wow, Dodo really likes rambling. Welcome, RGJ, welcome! I'm very well, how are you? I'm doing good today. I am rambling right now about VTuber toggles that VTubers never use. They never use, including myself. Sorry to follow the live stream mode and then move from mode, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say this, I am guilty of not using my toggles, by the way. I do something I think it's very cool and I barely use it. Like, for example, when I'm gonna use this ever again? When I'm gonna use the mask ever again? The mustache, okay, you know, the mustache is okay. The mustache is okay, I use it sometimes, but when am I gonna use this ever again? When I play games with Robin Bank, I use it once. It's a very specific situation of when I'm gonna ever use this again. But I hope you had a great day today, Purchase Gamer. Welcome. It's more like, I like doing that, but when I'm gonna ever use this again? But yeah, do I have anything against people having toggles? No, I don't have anything against people having toggles. You should have toggles if you like toggles. But I'm gonna say, in my case, I wouldn't make too many toggles in my model. It lags a lot, and I barely use it. I barely use it. Which is why I do not often get toggles in my models, because it lags a lot, and I barely use it. Okay, how did it go? Let me eat a slice of apple. Give me a second. Apple! And that's the problem, that if you have too many objects one. Can I tell you something? I was eating an apple. I was eating, I have a secret. I do not save my objects on Vtubers. And this is something people don't know about, but do you see those stuff I'm using right now? I how do I even say that? I do not how do I say how do I say that? I do not save them on VTube Studio. I have not saved the... Like, whenever I have to go and manually pick it out from my download folder. Because I do not save them on VTube Studio. Because I do not save it on VTube Studio. You know? So because of that, I end up needing to pick them up manually. I have to pick them up manually whenever I want to, like, get something. I have to pick it up manually. And I don't know if people know about this, but I do pick it up manually. Yeah. If I want to zip to something, it came out as a bunch of file and weird words, yeah. Usually because name was Chinese or Japanese or Korean, maybe. Because they use not the conventional characters. Would apply. Not the conventional characters, yes. Okay. Okay. Hey. Water. Do you guys like apples? I do like apples. I remember a long while ago there was a viewer whose name was I Like Apples. Haven't seen I Like Apples in a while. Sometimes I do wonder what happened to them, you know? They are words in my language, but you cannot... Yeah, I like apple, nice. I think it's just because the way Windows works, sadly. But there was a viewer a long time ago whose name was I Like Apples. I have to say, sometimes when I don't see viewers often, I'm like, what happened to them? Have they died? Are they okay? Red, south pale yellow, the greed for apples consumed them. Sometimes I'm like, what happened to them? They were quite frequent. They were here almost every day. Almost every stream they will be here. Where have they gone? You know, it makes me wonder, like, where have they gone, you know? It makes me like, have they disappeared? Where are they even alive? Have I said something that hurt them? That is my take. Sometimes I'm like, have I said something that maybe they don't hate me? Have I? So yes, it's okay if people leave, by the way. It's just that it makes me, like, curious, you know? I think it makes me curious. It makes me curious, like, are they okay? Have I hurt their feelings? You know, something like that, you know? Because, like, someone who's there quite frequently, and sometimes you see, like, that's why I'm happy when I see someone return after months. I'd be curious to, yeah, I just become curious, like, when a regular viewer disappears out of nowhere, I'm like, what have I done? You know? By the way, I do want to say it's okay. I talk about this, I feel like I have talked about this a lot. I feel like it's okay to prioritize real life, you know? Like, I finally have some time and watch more than half. Let's go! But yes, basically sometimes I don't see a viewer quite often. I'm like, have they died? Are they okay? How are they doing? What do they eat? And sometimes I'm like, maybe I say something that hurt them or something like that. I'm like, yeah, have I said something that maybe have hurt them? Or maybe have they forgotten me? Have I insulted them their whole life? You know, kind of like that. Yeah, which is why I'm very happy when I see, like, a regular come back after a few months. I'm like, I'm like, you're alive! It makes me happy. When I see a regular that I haven't seen, like, in years. I'm not saying years, I'm saying years. Like, oh my god, there'd be a chance of do the karaoke, maybe? The reason why I don't do karaoke is because I live with my family. I've done one before, but because I live with my family, I don't do it often. Yeah, but basically, sometimes I feel like viewers, they disappear. Like, are they alive? Are they alive? Have they died? You know, it makes me wonder. Like, you know, it's kind of hard not to wonder. By the way, probably more about them and not there's just yeah. Honestly, it depends. Like, if it's someone who's very regular, I get kind of worried. Like, are they okay? You know, I get worried. But I think it's okay, by the way. I'm absolutely okay with people stopping to, like they stop watching me. That's fine, because, like, it happens. Sometimes you stop watching people because, like, your interest changes and stuff. What I'm saying is, like, I cannot help but feel worried sometimes. Hello, Gary, and welcome. Welcome. Which is why when I don't see someone often, I'm very happy to see them again. Because, like, oh my god, you're alive. It makes me feel happy. There is a viewer specifically who was very regular, and I wonder where they are today. I wonder where they are today, you know? It makes you wonder. Yes? What do you mean, yes? There was a viewer who was very regular, and they interacted in Minecraft server, and it makes me wonder where have they gone? What are they up with their life today? Have they changed their name? You see someone, there is no yes. There is one last time you can see them again in the future. Yes. It's just that I feel like as a streamer, it's hard not to get worried about that, because, like, sometimes you're like, you kind of, like, develop a... I'm very regular. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But imagine one day, Bebo stopped showing up. Everyone will be worried. Where is Bebos? Is Bebos okay? Has Bebos eaten something and got food poisoning? It must be weird to experience. It's like, oh man, where's Bebos? Where has Bebos gone? Bebos, have you done something bad for your tummy? I'm only regular on Sundays, and that's okay. I'm saying, like, Bebos disappeared out of nowhere for 6 months. You know, nothing, just out of nowhere. Like, Garen disappeared out of nowhere for 6 months. Where's Garen? Is Garen even alive? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking like, Bebos and Garen are not allowed to disappear, or else I'll get upset. I'll still be here for advice. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, it makes you worried. Like, are they alive? Have I suited them? Have I? Those people just followed for a second to watch without saying, yeah, they do. Those are lurkers. Yes, it does make me wonder, are they lurking? Will they be here today? Could they not be here for the last 6? Could they have unsubscribed from me? Could they have unsubscribed from me? Could they have felt offended? Could they have felt sad? But literally, you know, many words. But yeah, what I'm saying is, like, sometimes you do get, like, this irrational fear. Hello, Pinjahi, welcome. Welcome. You do get this irrational fear of, have they died? But yes, it is like a feeling, which is not like, man, this person was very regular. They have to be... No, it's not like that. More like, I feel like it gets you worried. Without reason. Like, for example, oh, Nessie disappeared out of nowhere. Nessie left the Discord server. Where is Nessie? Is he alive? Is he well? Has he died? I'm back to being a lurker. As if currently I'm playing Poke... Oh, it's a nice Pokopia. Nice! I hope you're having fun. You shall build a calculator. She was asleep. Yeah! But I'm saying, imagine he disappeared. And no news of him for 12 months. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying, like, oh, let's disappear for a week. For a week? For a week is absolutely fine. I'm saying, like, for 12 months or like 8 months. It gets you worried. Don't talk about, like, oh, they left for like a month, they left for like a week, they left for like... That's okay. That's more than okay. And you know, if someone gets upset about a regular viewer not popping their streams for a week, this person is crazy. You know, I don't get upset, by the way. I'm saying, like, it gets me curious. When I don't see someone, like, often, like, on stream. It gets me curious, like, are they okay? It gets me with the feeling, are they okay? Are they alive, you know? And I'm absolutely fine, by the way, with, like, people being sick, you know? Like, why would I be upset? Like, you were sick? No. You have to be on my stream. Because, what? You're not allowed to be sick. You have to be on my stream. Because you have to be, you have to watch me. You're contractually obligated to watch me. Hello, Mike. Welcome. I need to welcome. I don't know. I don't think there's a single streamer who's gonna look at and be like, you have to be on my stream. They're still alive. Yeah, it makes me wonder when they disappear for like 12 months. I'm not saying like a week. I'm saying like 12 months, 6 months. You know. Like if certain viewers disappear for like 6 months, I can't. No, Mike. No. If I'm here, you are here, are ours. I'm gonna get you under your bed. I'm gonna drag you. I'm gonna hack your PC. I'm gonna hack your PC and put on my stream because clearly you have to watch my stream. Yeah, you have to watch. I'm talking, Mike. I'm talking about when regular viewers they disappear for months. As a viewer, I feel kind of obligated to join and stay when the stream don't have many people. Oh, I feel like if you feel like that's okay. Personally, as a viewer, that's your opinion as a viewer. You have, but I'm saying if a streamer yeah. I feel like as a streamer, as a viewer, if you ever see a streamer going there, you have to be there. Hey, you do have to be there. You have to watch every single stream. You have to comment on every single. Oh, we have to do. You know, that streamer is an evil person. Because, like, people have real lives. People have lives, you know? People have lives. And if a streamer insists that you have to be there... Thank you, Cheese. Thank you. If the streamer is insisting that you have to be there, then that streamer is such a red flag. That streamer is a very big red flag. Like, you don't know, I feel like that's the biggest red flag of a streamer. Like, the streamer, like, being upset... about viewers not showing up their streams when they're clearly busy. Like, oh, you haven't shown up for 2 days. I'm gonna explode you. Miss all the time zones, yeah. Time zones also affect a lot of people, so that's absolutely okay. Time zones, being busy, being sick, you know, having to go to sleep. There's many reasons why a regular viewer wouldn't be able to watch their favorite streamer. Which is why I don't get why people sometimes they're upset like, this viewer left. I can't believe they hate me. You know, something like that. It's like someone leaves for like a week, why would it be worried? I know better, yeah. If someone stops watching you for a week, why would it be like angry? How do you... What do you mean? How to get in? What do you mean how to get in? Okay. But yes, I have seen there are streamers who will look at you and say, you have to watch me, or else you're not a real one. And I don't like this idea. I hate this idea. I really hate this idea. I feel like if you're my regular and don't show up, I'm like, okay. Now, if you are my regular and don't show up for 6 months, I'm gonna get worried. I'm not gonna be getting upset. I'm gonna be like, what? Are they alive? Are they okay? They probably, yeah. But like, I'm gonna say like, if you're my regular and disappear for 6 months, I'm gonna be like, are they okay? One case of a viewer that disappeared for a few months that was very regular was autistic. And out of nowhere, autistic was like, I was in a boat for 6 months. Which is... I think that's the best example. I think that's honestly the best example that I have of me wondering where our viewer has been for 6 months. And they actually come back and answer. And it's the most unexpected thing. I think that was the best part.
I think that was the best part. I feel like I when Autistic came back after being away for a few months and like just said, "Oh, sorry, I was away for a few months. I was in the boat for 6 months." I don't think I'll ever forget that. By the way, I don't think I'm allowed to forget. I don't think I'm allowed to forget that because. That's what I'm talking about. It makes you curious, you know? And the one time this question got answered, it was like a boat. And I was like, really? No, that's what I'm talking about. You know, I'm not talking like, or this didn't show up for like, I don't know, this month. I'm like, no, I'm talking about like, sometimes you do wonder what happened. And when you find out what happened, it's like, oh, I was in a boat. You're like, you're like, what? Which is why I feel like I'll never forget that. I will never forget. Keep getting on a boat for 6. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know, out of nowhere they come with like lore, like I was stranded on an island for 6 months. And you're like, what? It makes you. That's what I mean with like being honestly curious about that, by the way. About the whereabouts of a viewer. That's what I mean when I talk about this, by the way. Lore, yeah. Those. You should never be upset by we're not showing up for months because like they'll come up with this reason. You're gonna be like, what the? Which is why if you guys ever wonder, like those are the wonders. Sometimes I do wonder, and when I got the answer for once, I was like, what? I think it's so cool though. I think it's such a cool thing though. I feel like it was such a what like moment, you know? They were like, what? Such an unexpected moment, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna say if you guys ever decide they're not gonna be watching me anymore, please do pop up in the next 6 months at least, like giving me the most random lore of your life. Please do that. Please do that. You just have to be like, Dodo, I haven't been watching you for 6 months because I actually became I don't know, like a crash actor in Hollywood. Look, like, what? So yeah, if you guys ever stop watching me for 6 months and my stream pops into recommendations like 6 months after, it can be like, dude, I'm gonna talk about the most crazy lore. Carry over, hi, welcome! Let's be spontaneous with your peers in chat, and that's okay! That's okay, but like imagine Carryover disappear for 6 months and Carryover out of nowhere popped in and say, oh, Dodo, sorry for not watching you recently, I became an astronaut. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, Carryover, welcome. Hi, today, welcome. That's what I'm talking about, you know? It's just unexpected. It makes it go like, what? There's no way this happened. And then it actually happened, like, what? Which is what I'm saying. If you guys ever decide I'm gonna stop watching Dodo, do please come later. Do set yourself like a reminder, like 6 months later, to like talk about your life, like the craziest lore of your life, and just you don't even have to come back. Just like drop a bomb and just. Just drop a bomb and be like, Dodo, I got a Nobel Prize. I invented physics. You don't even have to like give me real lore. Just show me. Just show me the most unhinged thing you can think about. I pop in when you're least expecting. It's wonderful seeing your natural reaction to that. I have to say, I am a lurker myself, so maybe the viewers I'm thinking about, they may be watching right now, and I am probably unaware of that. And I'm okay with that, by the way. It just makes me wonder, have they become an astronaut? Have they become a millionaire? Did they become a millionaire?
Did they secretly become like a new Arab prince? Did they invent physics too? Did they invent calculus 5? Did they invent, what have they done with their life? Have they become an astronaut? That's what I mean. Yeah, I know it's... Buy me more apple, I'm gonna eat. Give me a second. I'm back! Don't they have internet on the ISO? Yeah, they could, maybe. It depends on how the internet works there, though. Because technically speaking, they code. Yeah, they code. I became a gacha free-to-play addict and anime enjoyer of my life, yeah. Same. Same, man, same. But yeah, I'm just saying... If you guys ever decide to stop watching, though, please do drop me random lore 6 months later. I'm gonna be... I'm gonna be very confused. I'm not saying like you're not allowed to know, you're allowed to, and you should throw me random lore. Give me a souvenir. Give me a random souvenir, okay? If you ever stop watching me, give me a random lore as a souvenir, okay? Thank you in advance. To give me crazy lore. I yearn for crazy lore. Yeah. But yeah, you know, I think it's okay. Because, like, I do know some people who do lurk. I think it's more than okay for you guys to be lurking, by the way. Because, like, as I said, I am a lurker myself. I am not a chatter. I don't chat on people's streams, usually. Usually, when you least expect it, I'll be there. I'll be there watching, and you're gonna be like, huh? Just here? Just here? You don't expect me to be there, but I'll be there. When you least expect, there's Dodo. You're like, Dodo, there's no way you're here, and Dodo's there. Get a cheese. Cheese is nice. Cheese is very nice. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of cheddar. I'm not a big fan of cheddar. I do like cheese. So I got into organizing for a character named Rosie, and her brother dropped in the student after this month, and I have bigger to. Oh, nice! Nice. Very nice, very nice. I hope you have fun with Friday night. Yes. Yes. But I find it funny when people don't expect me to see like me in other people's streams when they pop in out of nowhere. They're like, oh my god, it's Dodo. Sometimes I pop in randomly, and it's like the best moment for me to pop in. And my beginners, have a good night. Almost like, thank you very much for popping today. Thank you. Have a good evening. Have a good evening. Thank you for popping today. Thank you. Then my beginner buff to get all the in-game currency on the minute. Oh, very nice. Very nice. But yes, if you guys are ever wondering, is Dodo lurking? Maybe. She may be lurking and you would never know. I don't know what happened. Was it this week? Oh yeah, well, it was this week. Fruits was playing. I forgot the name of the game. It was like a the sleepy dude. I forgot the name of the game. I was there for like only a while because like had something to do later. She was playing a game about the sleepy dude. I forgot the name of the game. And the guy said, "Get a load of this." Exactly what I popped in. This happened this week. Fruits was playing. I was like, I'm gonna be. Oh yeah, Mr. Sleepy Man. I was like, oh, Fruits playing a game. I'm gonna pop in. I'm gonna see what she's doing, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see what she's doing. I'm gonna see what. And then the guy's like, get a load of this. I just got on the stream. Yeah, Mr. Sleepy, man. I just got to had just clicked on the stream and the guy goes, get a load of this. I'm like and I was like, okay. And I was like, I have to reveal myself. Get on the lurkins. This guy said get a load of this. I'm contractually obligated to say I get a load of this when someone says get a load of this. I have to. When someone says get a load of this, I have to go in and say get a load of this back, you know? I was like just lurking. I was like, man, I'm gonna just lurking today, right? I was like, I'm gonna just be lurking today because I have something to do like later. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just be lurking, and the guy just say I get a load of this. I was like, what? Really? That was so funny. That was such a moment for me. For me to pop. I was planning, okay, I'm gonna be lurking today. Hello, Link, welcome. Yeah, you can ask a stupid question as long as it's not an offensive stupid question. It's okay. What is the question? My nose is a bit runny today. Hey. But yeah, I don't like revealing myself when I'm watching streams. I'm like, I'm gonna just be lurking. But I had to. The guy just said I get a lot of this. I'm like, man, I have to. Okay, it might be a stupid question, and I'm very sorry if it's a stupid question. Do you do tutorials for beginning how to draw? Also, what YouTuber or YouTube channel do you recommend to learn how to draw? I don't do tutorials on how to draw, but sometimes when I'm drawing, I do give random tips from time to time when I'm rambling. So I don't exactly do tutorials on how to draw. I don't think that's a stupid question, by the way. Regarding tutorials on how to draw, I think it depends, okay? You know, it depends on what exactly are you searching for. Some people may do tutorials specifically on like how to draw eyes, how to draw characters, how to draw house, how to draw perspective. So I would say I don't have like tutorials I would recommend to watch unless like you have like a very specific type of content you want to watch, like very specific type of like thing you want to watch. So what I would recommend when you want to like watch tutorials, I would recommend you watching based off what you want to learn how to draw. Yes. Honestly, I'm gonna say, but tutorials on how to draw, my take is that they don't exactly help a lot. Like, how do I say that? Like, tutorials on how to draw are not exactly a way for you to learn how to draw. Like, they do teach, like, the basics. I would recommend you searching for, like, stuff like color theory and character design if you want, like, to do characters and perspective. Perspective, color theory, character design, you know? I don't do it specifically like tutorials on how to draw. Like, I don't know exactly one tutorial that's about how to draw. I'll recommend you looking for types of things you want to learn how to draw, like where you want to improve. One thing that I'll recommend you looking up into is like color theory, because like coloring is very important, and perspective, because like when you search like how do I draw a car, and they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna teach you how to draw a car, but it's not gonna teach you like how to draw a horse, for example. Which is why I feel like the best idea if you want to learn how to draw specifically is like searching for tutorials on how to like learn about color theory, learn about perspective, learn about anatomy. Those are good tutorials. But I don't have like a specific tutorial I would recommend. Yes. I do not watch tutorials. But I would recommend, if you want to learn how to improve, I would recommend color theory. I mean, I'm just making sure, because sometimes when I ask questions, the mods will delete. It's okay, don't worry. Those are some mods, dope. But don't worry, do not worry, it's okay. I would say, I do recommend learning color theory if you want to improve your art. in anatomy if you want to improve like your human art, perspective if you want to improve your background art. But honestly, my honest take, before you guys start to learn how to draw, learn color theory. Okay, the most important thing. Because sometimes I see people who know how to make a good line art, who know how to make good perspective, who know, but then they don't know how to draw, how to color. But yes, I'm gonna say learn color theory, okay? That's something I cannot recommend hard enough, because like some people don't invest their time to color theory. But yes, learn color theory, yes. I recommend color theory a lot. Like if you want to learn how to draw, stories about color theory are like the best ones you're gonna find like in the market. Like the market, YouTube. But yes, I do recommend color theory. Learning about color theory first before you actually like get started into other tutorials like perspective, anatomy and stuff. Color theory is like the most basic and you're gonna be using this everywhere. Yeah. Because like as beginners, we are kind of like inclined to use certain colors because we're like, oh, shadows are dark, so I use gray. You're not gonna be using gray for shadows. You're gonna be using like specifically the color like based on the thing you're drawing, right? Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's my take. Don't go for a single tutorial, don't go searching for tutorials on how to draw very specific things because those are only gonna teach you how to draw specific things. So like, oh, how do I draw hair? How drawing hair is something that I feel like is good ones, but like if you don't know color theory, drawing hair, your hair is gonna look very bland and gray and kinda dead. That's why I would recommend learning color theory before anything else, yes. Because like you may be inclined to like learn how to draw specific parts like, oh, eyes. But like if you don't know color theory, it's not gonna be looking very livid, you know? Yes. If you want like a very small tip of what I would recommend for shadow specifically, rotate the square, the circle and the square, and don't go for down because like this is ugly. Go for saturated shadows because like if not they're gonna be looking like dead, you know? And you can also do some adjustments of like different color modes. Yes. And you know, one tip I would give to anyone is color your line art. Color your line art. One tip I would give to literally anyone. If you're gonna be asking, Dodo, what's the most useful tip for digital art? Color your line art. I'm not even joking. You don't have to color everything, but please do color your line art. The most important tip that I will give for like learn how to draw, color your line art. People are like inclined to like leave the line art black. Don't do that. If you want some line art that feels livid, yeah. I would also recommend looking up how to do shadows. Noted, yeah, color your line art. See the difference between like the black. Okay, let me show you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. The way the colors pop. You know. You know, I will forever say if you color your line art. Okay? Please do color your line art. Okay. Let me know another slice of apple. Give me a second, I'm gonna mute. Some apples stuck to the back of my teeth. But yes, I think many beginners they think about like the final result a lot more, and they think about like the process. I think another thing that's important to learn, I kid you not, post processing. I'm saying like, oh, you like post-processing. I'm not even joking. Like, you need to learn how to like make post-processing for your art. Because like, sometimes the colors are gonna look flat. It's like learning how to like edit the colors for them to look nice is very important. And also like how to use like multiply, overlay, and stuff like that. Because like many people think about like, oh, shadows are black, so I have to use black. No, you don't have to use black. I would say black in digital art is something you would like to use only scarcely. Like pure black. Or pure gray. It's not something you're gonna be using like a lot in digital art. You do use pure white more often than you use like pure black. Because digital art like usually wants stuff to have like a good color balancing and stuff, so yes. Please avoid using pure black. Please do avoid using pure black on your art. I would recommend using off black and off white if you want like white stuff. The same way if you want like black stuff, I would recommend you using off black and off gray. Like it has like a small thing of color. Instead of like using all white, use like white as like a very light shade of blue. Or a very light shade of, I don't know, like red and stuff. Instead of using like off-white. You know? Not off-white, just white. It balances the color a lot more than using the pure color, yeah. Which is just the thing I see the most issues with like beginner artists, like they use black for their shadows. And it's not exactly wrong using black for their shadows, it's just that shadows are not black. Shadows are not black, you know? And like, I feel like coloring your line art helps, like, it makes it pop up, you know, the colors pop up. They look kinda dead with the black line art for me. Which is why I don't usually go with like black line art for my art. I go for like a kind of like a desaturated dark color, the same color I'm using for the rest of the thing. Okay. See. Okay. It does depend on the style I want to achieve though. Oh, it is 100. Okay. Does depend on the style you want to achieve though, so... Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge, you know? Okay. Well, I'm gonna say personally I do not like black line art. Black line art does not look good for my drawings, at least because like I have a very saturated art style. Okay. Blend. Blur. Okay. Now this one here is supposed to be here. Where's it? Where is it? Okay, found it. Okay. Multiply. Okay. I think post-processing is something that people don't think is very useful, but I'm gonna say post-processing is the best part about digital art. It's how you can like balance the colors and like do some edits like later that were not like on the original art. I think people underestimate like the power of post-processing like for art specifically. Which is why I think you should do post-processing when you do art. I think you should definitely do post-processing when you do art, okay? You should definitely learn some post-processing when you learn how to draw. Even the most basic, like... Even just like adding a border to your drawing makes it better. Sometimes. Okay. feels good. It does feel good. Okay. I feel like I'm not a very good person for giving, like, tips regarding art. Like, I have my specific things I like, but I feel like I'm not very good at giving specific tips about art. That's the weird, bro. I like focus mostly on life 2D. How to art. Hello, Red Sonic. Welcome today. Welcome. I feel like I'm not the most qualified person to give specific tips about art. I can give tips about like life 2D art, but like art, you know, like digital art. This one is not exactly my field. I can give tips about life 2D though. Life 2D is the one I could like make a story about. But not like digital art in general, you know. My YouTube handle, I have a C in the end instead of a period. Oh, nice. That's very that's very red. Like my joke? Like my joke? That's very red. Okay. Aqua. Okay. Alright, okay. I barely have water. Well, I took a sip. I took a single sip. A single sip, okay? A single sip. But I need water. No, I already drank. I already drank water. Okay. Okay. See how just a small shadow makes everything pop up? Man. Who don't know how to make art? Okay. I finished maps for that. They do. They do need maps for me to drink water. Because or else you guys will be spamming the water. Redeem. Okay. But I did take a sip. I did take a sip, okay? Let me take another. I'm gonna eat the last piece of apple. Last piece of apple, okay? I almost choked. I put a piece of apple that was so big on my mouth. I put a piece that was so big on my mouth. That I put an apple piece in my mouth that was so big that like it filled my whole mouth. And I almost choked with a piece of apple. I almost... Guys, careful when you eat apples. They can kill you. They can kill you. Put a piece of big on your mouth, it's gonna kill you. Oh. Okay, where's the brush? I don't remember which one I used for this. Was it vertical? I don't know if it was vertical bricks. Probably special genius, no. This one, devote no, small confetti no, no vert. Give me a second, I have to actually open. I have to open my PNG to remember which one I used because I do remember this as a picture. Thank you very much for coming to the step. I hope you have a good evening. Thank you. Have a good evening. Which one did I use? Thank you for coming and watching my Rambos. Oh, it's a zigzag. Give me a second, it's a zigzag. Bye-bye! It's a zigzag. Dark horizontal? No.
Zigzag. Zigzag. Mutant boneless. The recipe? This is recipe? Okay, this is gonna be something that I'm maybe gonna regret doing. Okay. Okay. Hey! 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 Okay, where's the gray part? The gray part. Where's the gray part? Where are you? No way. No way, no way, no way. Wait, wait. Just to prepare. How dare you? Oh, oh! Oh. Oh, found it. Okay. Okay. Found. Okay. Okay. It's weave, I think. No, it's not weave. It's wave. No, it's not wave. Vertical. Yeah, vertical. Overlay. You're not gonna be eating me. I don't know. I'm not supposed to be eating. Hey! Okay. It's supposed to be a very light color. Okay. Wait, what if I... Okay. Works. Okay, so... Okay. Can I zoom out? No. I have to zoom in. I can't see a thing. My screen's not very big. My screen's not very big. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. My screen's just not very big. Okay. 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 We'll focus on the shoulder instead. I have to check. I have to check the rotations and stuff of the texture. Okay. Okay. Now the blue part. We're almost done. The rest is gonna be post-processing. I'm gonna be doing this, I think, off stream the GPS maybe. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna be doing the GPS off stream. Okay. Yeah. I've been sneezing a lot. I've been sneezing a lot. Okay. Yeah. It's so dark. Why is it so dark?
Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. I hate having a stuffy nose, man. I kid you not, the thing I hate the most is having a stuffy nose. Because like no matter how much you try, it doesn't get out. The gunk does not get out, and you're like you kind of like get pissed off because like, the gunk doesn't get out. And you're like trying to get the gunk out, it doesn't get out no matter how I try. Yeah. I hate having a stuffy nose, man. I have been having a stuffy nose for so long. Yeah. Okay. I remember when I was still working, sometimes in the office I would need like to my nose would be like runny and I would have to go to the bathroom. So I could just like get the gunk out, and it would piss me off so much because I would have to get up. That's what I'm doing. And actually just go ahead and you know, get the gunk out. And it was so annoying to do that every time. So annoying. Okay. It's so annoying, man. I hate gunk. I really hate gunk. Okay. That's okay. Okay. We're close. We're close, Dodo. You're almost done, Dodo. You're almost done. The gunk's not gonna kill you, Dodo. You can do it, Dodo. You can do it, Dodo. The gunk's not gonna kill you, Dodo. Oh, the cross is in my skirt. Oh, the cross in my skirt. Oh, man. Hey, white. White and blue? Is it white and blue? Yeah, it's white and blue. Okay. Oh, the cross is in my skirt. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. What sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Okay. Water. Okay. This one has like a curve, so it goes like where? Okay. Then this one here. This one here. This one here. Okay. And then this one here. And then this one here. And then this one here. I don't know if I told you guys, but you guys know I actually did learn perspective back in college. No, back in school. Not college, school. Back in high school when I was a Victorian child. When I was a Victorian child. In high school, I learned perspective. The teacher, the art teacher, actually told us like something useful. The art teacher was teaching us perspective. He told us perspective. We had like classes on perspective. We had like to paint. We didn't finish by the time the year ended. The class year ended, but she told us perspective. What? Yeah, perspective. She told us like perspective. We didn't finish the project. We had like a project on perspective on back in high school when I was a Victorian child. My car is always a Victorian child. Okay. No, perspective. Art perspective. Okay. Stalga's perspective on school. It wasn't bad, by the way. Like, I learned a lot with those classes, but we didn't actually finish the project because it was too late in the year. It was like a huge project on perspective. We didn't finish the project though. Okay. Okay. Something that was supposed to be a simple wallpaper. Hear me out. For something that was supposed to be a simple wallpaper. I feel like I went too far. I went too far with this, okay? It was supposed to be like a simple wallpaper, right? I was like, man, there's gonna be like a simple drawing, right? It's gonna be like a simple wallpaper, right? And then I feel like I may have went too far with this. Okay. I feel like I may have went too far with this. I was like, that's gonna be a simple wallpaper, right? It's gonna be like very simple, right? Oh boy. Maybe. I was like, simple wallpaper, right, guys? Simple wallpaper, right? It's gonna be done soon. It's gonna be done quick. There's gonna be like a few hours of work. Not gonna be a lot, right? Not gonna be a lot. Okay. Not gonna be a lot of work, right? That's what I was expecting. You know, not gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be simple. It's gonna be. Little she know. Little she know. Okay. Okay. Rita, thank you. Not complaining, I'm just saying that I'm stupid. I am stupid. Okay. I like how when I color my skirt, it's literally just random bullshit. Random bullshit. I love that part of coloring my skirt, man. It's just like, it's such a funny part. I find my coloring. Yeah. The best part about coloring my skirt is just like random bullshit. I'm doing something. Okay. That was like so dark that like basically you cannot see the colors. So it's most like, oh guys, I'm gonna do some random tomfoolery, yeah. Random shapes and random things, and I'm gonna put like I'm gonna put like some gradients and some other gradients and that's my favorite part about coloring my skirt, man. It's so funny to color my skirt because like people don't get like how funny color my skirt is, because like I just make a squiggle. I start like trying to do something and then I'm like, what if I just do the old way of just coloring it, just throwing some colors and expect it to work, and it works every time. Okay. It works every time. Okay. 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 guys see? Don't you guys see? Do you guys think it looks nice? It's the funniest thing, man. I don't even try. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna lose my brain cells coloring this, so random bullshit, go. I didn't even try, you know, to do like a crazy thing. I just like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna throw the random thing. Okay. 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 Like, how I'm so locked in coloring this right now. I'm so locked in coloring this. Okay. 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 Floor. Like here. 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 Okay. It's done! Okay, I'm gonna add some lighter parts. Cause why not? Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna copy this, I'm gonna put this on multiply, I'm gonna take these guys off the clipping mask, I'm gonna put this on multiply like a very super like 5% multiply. No, I feel like more. 15%? Okay, good. No, here. Okay. Great! I told you guys, it's just trying some magic. It's just waving my pen until it just works out. I told you, just move the pen and it works out. Okay. Just move the pen like a magician, like be like, oh, I'm a magician, look at my pen! My pen moves, yay! Okay. Where's the line art? Line art. Found it. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go first this part, which is like this color, I think. It's not the saturated, I think. Or somewhere. A little lighter. Okay. Then this part, which is like this, I think. No, it's not. A bit darker. Saturated? Okay. That's because I'm using the blendy one. Okay. Now this one is gonna be very dark. Okay. And then we're gonna go for super dark. Okay. Make it lighter some parts. Okay, that's why I say color liner. Okay, let me make it a bit lighter here. It's way too dark here. Okay. Now here, blue. Join the blue. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Look at the difference between not having colored line art and having colored. It's such a big difference. Such a big difference. Like, look at this. Look at this. The difference is like, oh my god, it's such a big difference. Such a huge difference. I don't know why people don't color their line art. They showed. Okay. Color, yeah, it makes the colors pop in. Like for hair, I feel like hair has to be colored. I kid you not, hair has to be colored. Like when you color line art, hair has to be colored. Okay. My nose. Okay. 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 I think I'm gonna be able to do some post-processing on stream today. Maybe. I think we're only missing like a few parts to finish coloring. I think I'm gonna be able to do the post-processing part today. I think it's the post-processing part is like one of my favorite parts. Like adjusting the colors, adjusting the lighting and stuff. I feel like it's one of my favorite parts about like coloring. When you can see the drawing to take form, you know? Okay. Okay. Goes like this. And then like sting. Okay, and then we get this here. Okay. I think doing this here instead. Doing like a darker color, getting the lighter color, and then doing the stripe. Okay, works better. Okay. And the darker color, make it a bit darker. So it pops in better. Okay. Like this. Okay. Okay. I'll overlay. Okay, now we get this here. And then we go for multiply. Get this here. Okay. Oh, look at my tail. Okay, now the shoes. Okay, the shoes. And the legs, because I forgot about the legs. I forgot about the legs. Okay. And then it goes like this. Blur a bit here. Blur a bit there. Then we get a dark color here. Okay. Do it like this. It looks good. I'm not gonna invest a lot into this because, like, yeah, it barely shows. Now multiply? Bit of red. Just make the skin look like skin. Make the skin look like it's alive. Now this here. This here. And the blue. Blue here too. Down here. Like down here. Okay. Yeah, this here. I'm gonna just be coloring this whole thing like this because, like, it doesn't even matter. It does 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 matter. Okay. This, and then I'm gonna be doing like a little bit of a like this. Okay. This one here. Color the whole thing, and then we'll do some light here. Do some light here, yeah. Yeah, some light. That's the feet. That's the feet. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so now the shoes, and then we're gonna be done. Oh my god. That was quick. That was very quick. That was super quick. I'm gonna be releasing, I think, this one as a mobile wallpaper for now, and then I'm gonna be doing the post-processing speedrun, yes! Okay. I think I'm gonna be releasing this one for now, and then I'm gonna finish, like, the GPS, the small GPS around, and the post-processing. Like on off-stream, you know? Off-stream. GPS are gonna be drawn individually. As far as I'm aware, the bottom part of my shoes are darker, no? The soles are darker. Okay. No. Okay. The soles are darker. They are a bit darker. And I'm gonna be doing like the thing like this. We do this, and then we do this, and then we get this, and then we do it a little bit like this. Okay. Like this. Then we this. Get the sky, get the sky. This. Okay. Put the edge. Okay. Now here, the shoe. Airbrush. Airbrush. Okay. Like this. I feel like when I'm almost done, I get like a lot more concentrated, like compared to like when I'm very far from being done. So that's why I may not be talking a lot right now, because I'm honestly very concentrated. I'm kind of like locked in right now. I'm a bit locked in right now because I want to finish this. Okay. I want to finish this, so I'm kind of like locked in right now. Okay. It's okay. I'm very slowed down. Head empty. Yeah. I think after listening to my beat, I'm probably get head empty after a while. Okay. Okay, my BGM has been looping how many times already? Okay. Some dabs, some dabs, some dabs, some dabs, some dabs. Okay, and then we're gonna be good like getting this here. I'm gonna be like this. Okay, and then we're gonna be like doing this. Yeah. 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 Okay. 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 Multiply. Okay. Off light. Okay, we're done. Oh my god. Oh, we're done. Let's go. Okay. It came back. Oh god. Oh boy, we're done. We're actually done. Oh my god. Okay. There are some things I want to add before I'm actually considered 100% done. Okay. There are some things I want to add before I can consider myself 100% done. No. Really? Okay, for G. I'm gonna create a new group. Okay. Let me add some strands of hair. Some hair strands around the drawing. Okay. Okay. Are looking good. Take it, James. Take it, and welcome. Are you doing? Welcome. Okay. Okay. Had a giant pizza for dinner, have been in food coma for 5 hours. I'm good today. How about you? Oh yes. I just sorry. Oh my god, 5 hours is a lot. 5 hours is a lot. Oh, I hope the pizza was good. 5 hours is a lot. Okay. But I hope you're having a good day. Despite the food coma. Okay. Yeah, I had salami. Let's go! Salami is very good, man. I love salami. One of my favorite things in the world, salami. Okay. And do some strands for the post-processing. So it looks different. You know? Giving it some different feelings instead of like just the blocky line art. Some pieces of hair has to be done without the blocky line art. Okay. I'm doing some enticing the enticing hair strands that entice the Victorian era. Okay. Okay. If like, get some blue ones. Blue ones, Dodo. Get some blue ones. Good idea. Great idea, Dodo. Blue ones. Okay. The class intentionally slightly messy hair. Yes. Intentionally messy hair. Yes. I don't do it often with my hair because like the gradients on my hair are kind of annoying to control. So I don't often use it like on my hair. You know, this one kind of needs it. This one kind of needs it. Okay. 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 This one here, I'm gonna be doing it like this, maybe this, no? This. This. Oh wait, like this? Oh my god, I'm a genius. Okay, and then like here. Yeah. Okay. And then we have some hair strands around. Doesn't look as flat as it was looking before, right? Because like before it had no hair strands and now it has hair strands. And we all know hair strands good! Okay. Let me see what else I could do with post-processing. Oh. Someone forgot to Someone forgot the clipping mask. Oh man, I wonder who forgot the clipping mask. I sure wonder who forgot the clipping mask. I sure wonder who forgot the clipping mask, man. Who forgot the clipping mask, man? Okay, the wallpaper is gonna be mostly like on a white background. But let's do some overlay. I like overlay. Okay, I'm gonna do like this against like a gray background because I feel like it's better for me to see what I'm doing. Like, yeah. Okay, the light is coming from the top, and then there's like the dark here, darks here. So yeah, let's do it. A bit around here. A little bit around here, okay? A little bit around here. What is saying with the skirt after the whole deal in the foot? The feet were forgotten. They were censored by the skirt. They were censored by the skirt, man. Okay, multiply. I'm gonna go for like a purplish multiply because I like the purplish multiply. The purplish multiply. Okay. I'm gonna use on the darker parts of the art. The parts that are usually being covered by something. Okay. This is mostly like just adjusting the colors. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna fix something that's pissing me off. Give me a second. I'm gonna fix something that's pissing me off. There's something pissing me off right now. There's something pissing me off right now. This arm is pissing me off right now. Look, you guys see this small tiny pixel of uncolored stuff? It's pissing me off right now. Yes, better. It's a lot better. See? This tiny pixel was pissing me off. Okay. Okay. And there's another piece on the other arm. Where is it? This arm here. Okay. Where was it? Found it. See, the tiny. The pixel of doom and anguish, exactly. Exactly, the pixel of doom and anguish. Multiply. The multiply business. Multiply market. Like this, I think. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna be... Oh yeah, I can do something on the post-processing here too. Wait, give me a second. With a textured brush. With a textured brush. Pencil. Can give some... Can put some... Can put some small texture here. Like horn texture, you know? Horn texture. Horn texture. Okay. 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 1, 2. It's a tiny detail no one's gonna notice. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna take this one here. Okay. Tiny detail no one's gonna notice. I find it so funny when I do like stuff like that because no one's gonna see. No one's gonna see that. Okay. 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 Like normal. Okay. I think I'm gonna be doing some... Okay. See the difference? See the difference between like using some lights and shadows? And like adjusting some colors? Post-processing is amazing. Okay. And now this one, I think I'm gonna go with soft light. I like soft light a lot. Okay. I like soft light a lot. I'll go for this whole region here. I'm gonna be blending it. And this here I'm gonna be taking it off. Put it here. Okay, like this. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna be supposed to be like here, like here. Okay, here, 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 here. Yeah. And the bell. Okay. And the horn here. Okay. And I'm gonna do some blending. Okay. 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 I'm gonna adjust some colors here. Okay. Maybe need some hard shadows. Maybe some hard shadows. Another multiply. this. Okay. Okay. Here. Okay, here. Okay. What do I want some blur? Blur here. One thing you can also do, grab everything, put this here, and we're gonna create a color layer. So you can actually see how the saturation is looking. And I feel like it looks good, don't you guys think so? Like, nothing really blends, you know, if we zoom out, nothing, like, the face doesn't exactly blend with the other color, see? See, it doesn't exactly blend. Doesn't exactly blend. Yeah. Okay. Multiply. Imagine multiply. Okay. You guys seen this? We'll go for a blue multiply. Okay. I feel like it was blue overlay. It wasn't blue overlay. What was it? Hard light? No, I don't remember what it was. Add? Like a super light. Super duper light. Let me erase around here. Okay. I think it looks good. Do you guys think it looks good? It looks good. I think it looks good already. I don't think I should be adding anything else for the dodo. It does, thank you. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing now, adding like 30, and I'm gonna create a copy. Okay, I'm gonna create a copy. Guys, hear me out. It's gonna take a while, don't worry. It's copying a whole dodo here. It's copying a whole dodo. Okay, I'm gonna rasterize the copy. Am I supposed to rasterize the copy yet? Okay, give me a second. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. Okay, so I'm gonna put like black for now. I think putting like a saturated blue. Okay, merge those layers. What if I... Wait. Okay. There's something here. There's some dirt. Dirty! Okay. Ahead and fix that. Let me go ahead and fix that. Let me go ahead and fix that, you know? Let me go ahead and fix that. Nothing here, no. This looks weird. This looks weird. Okay. Okay. That's why I like the Photoshop border better than the Clip Studio one. Like, this one has, like, some noise, and I don't like the noise. Okay. Take this off. Take that off. Okay. Noise! Okay! And then I'm gonna make it a bit lighter. I feel like I can just make it, like, better color myself instead of, like, just a... Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to draw the GPS today because, like, I'm very soon to my wrapping up time. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be sending this one as a... Okay, I have to make them go up a bit. Wait, give me a second. As a phone wallpaper for you guys for now. Can you go up? Can you go up? Can you go? Oh my god, AK. I'm gonna send this one as a phone wallpaper for now. You guys can use it as a phone wallpaper. I don't know what you guys are gonna be using this. I'm gonna be thinking what I can do for the background and stuff in the GPS. But I'm gonna be sending this one on the server so you guys can, like, use it for whatever reason you want to use it. I'm gonna be cutting this properly, by the way. I'll do this after stream. So I'm gonna be wrapping up. Wait, give me a second. Just wait. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. There's something pissing me off. There's something. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Better. Is it better? It's better. It is better. It's just a bit better. It's just better. Just better. Okay. Better. I'm gonna be sending this one as a phone wallpaper for now on the Discord server so you guys can be using that. I'm gonna be working on the background and the little GPS later. It's gonna be probably off stream too. So everyone, thank you very much for coming today. It was very nice to have you guys here. Look at the dodo. Look at the dodo. Look at the AK dodo. That's killing my PC right now. Everyone, thank you very much for coming today. It was very nice to have you guys here. I'll be wrapping up for today. I feel like I need a break. It's like 3 hours of drawing is a lot. Everyone, thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk today. I hope you guys had a very enlightening experience today. I'll wrap you up for today. I'm gonna send you the schedule, I don't know, tomorrow? Probably, most likely tomorrow. So you guys can have a schedule soon. Thank you very much, everyone, for staying to the end, everyone. I'm gonna be wrapping up for today. I'll see everyone next week. Thank you very much for coming today, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. We're done. This video is over. I'll be sending this later today. I'm gonna send this one later today. But thank you very much for coming today. Bye-bye. 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 Where's my... Bye-bye. Bye-bye.